Hey, Julie W., did you watch the trial today? Would you want to believe that I have a completely different view after watching today? I don't know about you. I was talking about it with Scooter just a minute ago, and she feels the same way, and she's surprised that I feel, because usually her and I feel totally different ways on cases. She tends to sometimes, like with the Sophie Long thing, I told her to mark my words, and then she saw, but she was originally thinking something else, and Lisa D and I were totally, it's like, something's wrong here. So she's used to us not seeing the same way, but I totally, hi J-Os, hi Peridot. Okay, what?
Since you're saying hello to everybody, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I took Mike planted roses, he planted some stuff in his garden there. I took photographs of it. He told me about it. Look at it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, the roses and stuff like that.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him what happened to that garden with all the flowers that I got the last time.
Yeah, they're all grown. He thinks he wants to take that one thing out of there, lily or something. He plants he says it blooms for a couple of minutes, and then it's gone, and it just halts up the whole garden.
Yeah, but, okay, I didn't see it when I was, okay, I'll talk to him later. Okay. All right. So, hi Whisper to Me, hi Nicole, hi Shari, Tammy, Amanda Love, Linda. Okay, I have a totally different view after seeing her today, and this is what I think. Now, did you guys watch her on the stand today? I don't know if you did, but hi Wilo Wick. So here's what I have. I'm watching her on the stand today, and then I'm thinking about it, okay? I don't believe a lot, I believe they were both toxic. That's a given. I believe they're both alcoholics. Okay, hi Tree Dog. I believe she had a history of being very violent, even with her friends. Okay, there was always blood over everybody, right? There was blood over everybody. I don't think she meant to kill him. I think this was not the first time she had brought out a knife. I think that's why we have those statements, as long as I hide the knives from her. I think it's not the first time she stabbed him. But I think what she did, she says she wasn't drunk at this time, okay? But whatever, in their drunken battles or whatever they are, maybe she has stabbed him in the arm, okay? Maybe she's given him a little jab with a steak knife, okay? Maybe it was always a steak knife. This knife was a little longer, she said. You couldn't wait for me to go live? I know. Your viewpoint changed completely too. And I think that they were having a heated fight. She grabbed the knife and she thought, okay, yeah, I'm going to poke him in the arm. And maybe the knife was longer than she thought. And maybe, hey, Denise, yeah, maybe it just went a little bit too far and it hit that vein. She had no idea. And then she ran to the bathroom. And her big thing is she's waiting for him to break the bathroom door down. She amended it that it was a vein and not an artery. But whatever it was, it caused him to bleed out so fast that he didn't even try to call 911. Why didn't he try to call 911? Right? Because he had his phone in his pocket. Why didn't he try to call 911? I think he was just as shocked. And when she said before, when he's saying, I'm going to get you, he was probably saying, and she said she thought he heard her name, he was probably saying, I can't believe this, you killed me, right? You killed me, or whatever, as he was falling. And who knows, if she was slipping in the blood, maybe but see, Tammy, they did that all the time. That was normal for them. So Tammy says, oh yeah, because I get mad at my spouse all the time, and just take a knife and poke them every now and then in the arm. And yes, but Tammy, for them, believe it or not, that was normal. This was normal fighting for them. It's normal fighting when she fought with her friends. Everything. And I think she had no idea. I think she just thought, I'll get you this time. I'll give you another little stab in the arm. right? And then what happens? Then she gives him a little stab in the arm, and she goes and sits by the door. And she's waiting. And it's really getting quiet, and she's not hearing him screaming anymore. And she walks out there, and you know couples like this, right, Nicole? And I think she was in shock and thought, like, what the hell?
Well,
He's
couples,
dead. Who?
We don't. We don't know
Oh,
anybody
no,
like
no,
that.
no, I didn't say no.
There are. I know there are.
Nicole said that.
Yeah, there are people like that.
Yes, no, Nicole said that. Okay. So, so then she's like, what the hell, right? I think she was in shock because I think she didn't look at her phone. If she had been in her phone looking up, oh my gosh, I just killed my husband in self-defense, or oh my gosh, I stabbed my husband in the arm, could that have killed him? I really do think she thought he had a heart attack. What?
No, this time's going
Oh.
fast today.
I think she thought he had a heart attack. Truly. I think she thought he had a heart attack. Because she must be thinking, like, wait a minute. I didn't stab him in the heart. I didn't stab him somewhere where she kept saying, I did not think it was going to be a fatal wound. I don't think she intentionally killed him. Not at all. Having the kids away, she had the kids away so many nights with these people. That was a normal thing. It was Friday night. A lot of times kids go. My son Michael, he always had friends over, and he would go over to friends' houses all the time on the weekends. That's the way it is. Doesn't mean they're planning to kill somebody. That's the way her kids were doing it. What are you going to do? My kids now go on sleepovers and have sleepovers over the weekend.
Yeah, we have knockdown, drag out fights.
It's the way I'm saying. It's a ready-made movie. Yeah. I have a totally different perspective. I don't think she meant to kill him. I think she was shocked like crazy. And I kind of, feel a little sorry for her because I think she thought it was just this volatile fighting, which they do all the time. But she grabbed the wrong knife, hit it a little bit different, because if she hadn't intended to kill him, well, no, Tammy, I think, now wait, let me finish. I think the jury, though, is going to find her guilty of second-degree murder.
I don't.
But I don't think she planned this murder at all. It's not premeditated, number one. She's not on for premeditated murder. But I don't even think she intended to murder him when she stuck that knife in him. So, no, Kathy, you know what? I have to rewatch that. Did you see it? Does it change the way you feel? And I know I haven't said hello to everybody, but I will in a minute. I just wanted to get this out. That's second-degree murder. Yes, I know that. It's not premeditated, but I think she's going to get off on self-defense, though. I think it was. I don't think she should get second-degree murder. She didn't plan. Okay. You don't. Okay. I truly think she was defending herself. Okay? I think she was defending herself as she has in all of these things. And that's why he didn't have defensive wounds, because she didn't go nuts with the knife. Okay? I think she's going to, like, it's almost like one of those heat of the moment, not even, it's just a freak thing that that little, like, she probably thought that would never kill him. Yes, I want to see her on cross. I think the cross will be very telling. Okay, exactly, Denise. That's exactly how I feel. I want to see the cross. But right now, I'm kind of feeling sorry for this woman. I'm feeling like she did not mean to kill him. Okay? It's like, okay, let's just say, I don't know, let's just say, like that. What about these? This is like what I've always said. You have to be so careful with everything, because what about the father that just like touched his son, like he pushed him a little bit and his son fell, the way he hit his head or something, he died. Now, the father didn't intend to kill him. This was a father that wasn't abusive. This was a father that it was just, and he's like, stop it. And the kid fell backwards and hit something just right and died. Okay? That father was beside himself. I think the problem is she didn't call 911. Now, let's say, and I've tried to put myself in her position and say, okay, let's say this is the way you fight with your spouse, and this things have been crazy, and you come out and you see him and he's dead. Well, then I think you would be like, oh my gosh, what happened? You'd call 911, you'd say, we got in a terrible fight, and he had pinned me down, and I just did this, and he's dead. Like, I think you would call right away. But you don't know what's going on in her head. I think she really was in shock because she was not on that phone, and she wasn't looking things up for a defense or for anything else. And I think she did intend to kill herself. Yes, she testified today, Slammer, and I think she did intend to kill herself. I think she looked up slit your wrist, but I think when she went to slit her wrist, she just couldn't do it. And she called 911 right after that. Manslaughter. Yeah. I would vote guilty on the lesser offense of second degree. No, but he wasn't suffering, Mimi. He was dead when she got out of that bathroom. She was drunk, yes. Yes, and she's been charged for that. She was drunk, and she was against her probation. Yes. 100% she's guilty of that. She's a violent person. Yes. He's violent as well, though, Bridget. He is, though. He is. It was a toxic relationship, but they were used to that kind of fighting. She gets into a regular fight with people and draws blood. Exactly. She's violent. She's violent with the EMT. She's violent. But I don't think, did I understand correctly, she wasn't looking at dating apps for those hours. Her screen, well, she says she wasn't looking at them. But even if she was, that was at 7 in the morning. She wasn't looking at them all that time. It's still bad to look at it at 7 in the morning, but she's saying no, she wasn't doing that. Okay, we'll have to see what happens on the cross-examination, but she wasn't looking around on her phone. She wasn't even searching Google for anything like her defense. She was looking on Google how to slit her wrist. It changed your viewpoint too, Nicole? Oh, hi, Italian Mama. Nothing. I'm just saying, Italian Mama, that watching Danielle on the stand today, I think she was in shock that he was dead. I don't think, because she even said, I know the knife was long, but it was one thing. And we don't know, how did the knife get on the floor? They don't go through who pulled the knife out. She could have just did it and go. And he could have pulled it out. And I think the one on the eye was just as it went down, because they were fighting. And why did she delete the text between her and the new friend? You know what I can't figure out? Why are they calling him Caesar? Because the text and the discovery are from Mark. Why are they just calling this guy Caesar? Does anybody know what the Caesar crap is? Yeah, Kevin, I believe that too. I think she was so shocked that he died. And the dating app is weird, but she didn't do that much on there, Bridget. She wasn't, I think we can go back in. I don't think she was messaging. It is weird, but it would be a lot worse, I think, if she was doing that in those hours she was sitting with him. I think she might have passed out next to him. I think she might have started drinking after that and passed out next to him. You know, I mean, he was cheating on her too, plenty. He didn't die instantly. Not instantly, Mimi, but in the original report from Investigator Ware, the coroner had said he would have bled out in 5 to 6 minutes, and in that time he would be lightheaded, feeling dizzy, feeling faint, unsteady on his feet. She said today she didn't say 5 to 6 minutes. That she didn't, maybe they understood that. She didn't give a time frame, but it wouldn't, why wouldn't he have called 911? She didn't have him locked up. He wasn't tied up. He had no problem calling the police before. Why wouldn't he have called 911? So there was a sensible crime. Good to see you. There was a sense of unreality to me. He meets someone at Al-Anon, and she doesn't seem to acknowledge he went there because of her alcoholism. Right. She claims that they were both going to Al-Anon. But what about Alcoholics Anonymous for both of them, right? They're both going to Al-Anon to deal with their partner's drinking, but shouldn't both of them also be going to Alcoholics Anonymous? His phone was in his pocket, Barb. Yes, he had alcohol in his system, right? Yes. I don't know. I have to see the cross-examination. Okay? I really do. I have to see how that goes. Yeah, I hope they were going to both too, Sensible, but I don't hear anything about Alcoholics Anonymous. I saw that guy, Denise, and I even said to Jimmy, look at his faces. I thought the same thing. I saw that. There was a 911 call, but she did 911, and I don't understand, because I don't want to do it now because it'll call 911 and I don't need them here. But if I dial 911 and send that, it will call 911 because it will just go 911 and it will still connect the call. So did she not hit send? They're making it sound like because she did 911, it didn't go through. But did she ever hit send on it? I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't know that it would record that.
The yellow lemonade, right? The yellow lemonade. All right.
Yeah, I mean, The prosecutor makes really weird faces. And you shifted too today, Rosalita. See what I mean? And Scooter was really surprised. She goes like this. I'm so surprised because you normally don't agree with me on cases. But, hey, Marcia, how are you? I really changed my mind today as well. That is depending on the cross. Exactly. The cross-examination will mean a lot. But I was surprised because I was like, now I have a totally different view of this. And I actually feel sorry for her because I think, yes, they had toxic relationships. Yes, they didn't know how to do that, but I don't think she meant to kill him. I really do not think she meant to kill him. And I think it was a freak accident. I do. And just like I said, like a parent could maybe touch their kid like that and the kid falls back, hits his head on something, dies. Did the parent want to kill their child? No, absolutely not. But freak things happen. And you might say, okay, well, she stabbed him. She stabbed him. But I think she stabbed him before. As crazy as that sounds, I think she has stabbed him before. Why would he say, I just have to hide the knives from her? I think she has stabbed him before. And I think she gets him maybe superficially. Okay? And it's been a little thing. They've broken each other's noses. They've chipped teeth. This is what these people do. This is what's normal for them. And I think she thought she grabbed the wrong knife and it went in the wrong spot and it hit a vein. I mean, my mother literally had a knife go through her arm from the dishwasher, right through, okay? Because it was sticking up. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember. I've heard the story 1,000 times. How many people get stabbed with something, even inadvertently, in the arm and they don't die? But there is freak things. You said some guy got stabbed in the eye and died? Jimmy? You saw some guy get stabbed in the eye and die?
Can somebody?
You said today that you saw a freak thing. Some guy got stabbed by his eye and died.
By his eye?
Didn't you say to me?
No,
But
he
you
got
saw-
stabbed. No, he got stabbed. No, he got stabbed right here in his leg.
Oh, in his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said his eye.
No, eye. Got stabbed in his he got stabbed. There was a fight and scuffle. I was getting a CD out of the car.
Yeah.
And I heard, down the road, like, in the corner of this house, this is a long time ago, and I was getting the CD out of somebody's car who came there, and so I saw a scuffling over there. I was like, hey, what? This is a fight over there. Let me go check it out. So I start walking over there, and I just heard like, pow, pow. I'm walking, pow. I go, holy crap, that's a gun. So I ran and he jumped and ducked behind the car door there. I was watching it, and so they got the gun from the guy. What happened? He was like fighting over the gun, and then I heard him say something like, I heard like a one time, and one guy was like saying, "I'm wild, man," and the other guy just fell over in the road, and
Oh, but did he get shot too?
nobody got shot. He just got stabbed right in his like a groin area, like right by his leg.
Must have hit his artery.
His artery, and he died. But I didn't believe he was dead. Because I just saw him the other day. Like I gave him some ice cream for his kid. Hang on for 1 second.
Okay.
I worked at Coble Dairy, this dairy place that had ice cream. And I gave him ice cream, and his kid was right there too. They were all going to go to a fair or something.
You
I heard
told me
his kid-
this before, right?
Yeah, his kid said, "Mommy,
Yeah.
why doesn't Daddy get up?" I was like, broke my freaking heart, see. But I still thought like the ambulance was coming to get him, and then when I found out he was dead, then it was like the next day when I go, wow, that's when it broke my heart. Wow, Melvin Wooten. See, it's a shame.
You told me that.
I did. I tell you, all
Yeah,
he was doing,
that's
all
a
he
long
was doing
time.
was trying to
I remember that.
get something back
No, I
that the guy
remember
took from him while he was drunk, But he shouldn't have done it.
Okay, so did they bring that guy pay for it? He went to jail?
Yeah. He got like, listen, you wouldn't believe it. I think he got 2 to 4 years. He said it was self-defense because he was coming in there to get him. But it's not. This guy's nickname who killed him was named Wild Man.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, you hit the wrong spot. It
Hit
could
an
just
artery,
be
yeah.
one thing. You hit an artery, they die. So I think she was shocked. And why the waiting 11 hours? I think she was in shock, Bridget, and I think she was drinking too, and I think she did pass out because she wasn't on her phone or anything. And why cleaning up? I think she didn't do such a great job, and I don't think she was cleaning for such a long time because the blood was all over the freaking place. I don't think she spent very much time cleaning up. I think that was probably when she got up, she thought, let me see. Maybe she spent a half an hour cleaning and then thought, I can't do this. I'm going to have to slit my wrists. And then I think maybe in her head she was thinking, maybe I can, I don't know, what was she going to do? Get rid of him? And then we realized that's not going to work. Yeah, but I think we'll see more on the cross-examination of what happened. He did break down the bedroom door, and it wasn't the first time. That's the one thing. I said to Scooter, if that happened, wouldn't she have a little more emotion on the stand?
I think she was numb to all that crap, honey.
Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, he was dead. You know, I didn't want to kill him. He's my kid's father. I didn't want to kill him. Even if she didn't love him or whatever,
I had a crazy relationship.
But still.
That's it, yeah, no, that's kind of...
You don't want to kill somebody.
No,
I
she
can
don't
think of a
wanna
lot
kill
of people I don't like, but I don't want to kill them.
She said she didn't want to. She was like, I think something bad happened here, whatever.
You kept thinking about all of the empty alcohol
She
pictures
put it in
and
ramen
how
and all,
two
that's
people
all.
consume that much
She's being
alcohol.
honest. She come across as honest, honey. I think the state is going to have a hard time.
Yeah, but the
doing it.
deleting of the texts and everything, Annie B, wasn't until the next morning. I don't know.
I
You
they're
keep
gonna have a hard
thinking,
time about flushing,
I'm going to lay down listening
She's
as I do
gonna
every night. I also think her delivery sounded cold and slow, choosing. Yeah, she's not. I just think if she had some more emotion, she is so unemotional, but she may be on medication, though she says she's not. I know she says she's not, just lack of sleep. Hey there, Super Chat Cat.
Yeah, but you don't have to have emotion.
There was
that
no
crazy
sign of a heart
That
attack.
volatile relationship they had, she's probably like, I don't know. She probably doesn't even know how to show any emotion about that.
I know she was on a dating app, Aurora, but oh, I don't know. I'd have to see the cross-examination, how she does, and to really know. There was another call from her daughter. It was hard to hear today, and her daughter said to her, well, what you told me wasn't true. Why did you lie to me about what happened that night? And the mother said, I had to. And she made the call to her daughter from like another inmate's number or something. It was very hard to hear in the courtroom. Did you guys hear that? Sometimes it only takes one fit of anger to change. Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. There can be a freak accident. And you can definitely change your life forever. The kids live with the mother of Jade's best friend right now. She had a history, exactly. She had a history of violence, but so did he, Susie. So did he. They were both two people that had an alcohol problem and anger problems. We know the kid said, he wasn't always a happy-go-lucky drunk, okay? I don't know if it was an accident, Deborah. I think she meant to stab him, okay? couple of things she said that, like he hit her in the head or something. She didn't have marks on her, okay? The blood here was transfer blood. So I'm not really buying so much that he was like pushing her head down and slapping her and he was going to go punch her. Hi there, Alicia. But I think that they were in a fight. And I think that she has used knives before. That's what I'm wanting to find out. Someone said that one of his friends finally said that she came after him with a knife. But what do you mean came after him with a knife? Did she just brandish a knife and say, you come over here, I'm going to stab you? Or did she stab at him? Okay. Did she ever give him a little superficial wound in the arm before? That would all be very relevant. Why was he always saying, I just have to keep them? There was a reason he kept saying knives away from her. He doesn't say, if I keep the dishes away from her, if I keep the ashtrays away from her, if I keep the golf clubs away from her, the baseball bats. He kept saying, if I keep the knives away from her, I'll be okay. I don't know. My aunt stabbed my uncle with intent. She killed him, Tammy? One stab wound to the gut? Well, it was either came at him through dishes, whisper to me, or came at him with a knife. He also didn't have classic defense wounds. I really want to talk, Carolyn. You and your chat may have broken a damn. Good to see you, Marcia. No, he lived. Okay. She probably tried a few times. She probably fought the knife away. Yeah, Aurora, I think it's just a really bad relationship. Really bad. Toxic. Jimmy's like, because when I read Nicole DeWine, I'm trying to think if I know any people like that are like crazy as foxes. Like, thank God. No. That are like going after each other to kill each other. I don't believe her story, especially the way she described it, this big, tall, heavy. No, I don't believe he was doing all of that to her. I believe she could have even been the aggressor, but I truly believe she didn't mean to kill him. I think she had done that before, stabbed him in the arm, maybe. And I think because of him having this little wound over here, that somehow he moved his head or something, and she got in a different location, and maybe before she had grabbed a steak knife, and this knife was long. I don't know. I have to see the cross-examination. Right now, I'm feeling that she didn't know. But then again, why wouldn't she call right away? I don't know. Maybe because of her probation? Could be because of her probation. She wasn't going to call right away.
Why is she on probation?
Because she was at she was out with a friend, and then this guy, Richie or somebody was driving. Some guy was driving them home. And she got in a fight with the friend in the back seat of the car, and it got so violent, and they were hitting and punching, and the driver pulled over in a Wawa parking lot, and they were covered in blood when they got out, all of them. And then they took her in the ambulance, and she was biting the officer and all of that. Well, she got charged.
A whole lot of fighting going on, right?
Yes, she was really, and they didn't press charges, but she was arrested for resisting arrest with violence, which she pled down to without violence. And then there was another charge, and so she was on probation for a year and no alcohol. So it's maybe she was already drinking. Maybe she lied on the stand about that. She did stop. It's very possible she was already drinking, and she didn't want to call.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay, honey, the case, they're out. Okay.
Yeah. She looked up how long to bleed out from slitting your wrist, Susie B. Not from his wounds. And if you're stabbing behind a fit of rage, you know there's more force behind it. Right, but normally, Tammy, if someone's stabbing with the intent to kill someone, look up Jodi Arias, how many stab wounds. It's not usually one time. And you're running. I think she is a danger. Yeah, she needs serious help. That's, a given, Kathy. And I think maybe her kids might not want even to go back to that. Because there was that other phone call where her daughter was saying, like, you're writing me off, you're writing me off. No, I can't handle it. That's what she said for the cover-up. Yeah, but Susie, did you see it today, Susie? Maybe she was baiting the friend into fighting the friend. No, it wasn't that friend. It wasn't that friend. That was another friend that she fought with. I don't think she meant to kill him, but in anger she just happened to make Sally. Right, she said, remember what she said today? She said, I made a number of bad decisions. Yeah, she made a number of bad decisions. That's true. No, it's not an excuse, Deborah. It's not. No, but I don't think she intended to kill him. Cross should be tomorrow, Tammy, yeah. My mind did change after watching her. She seemed truthful. So it's not even, she has no emotion. It's just that I really don't think she intended to kill him. I don't believe, like when she said that he just came in and threw the box of tampons at her head because she put them on his side of the sink. I don't believe that. I believe that she might have put them on his side of the sink, but I believe he was in the room, and I believe she said something when she put them on his side of the sink. Okay? She did admit today that she said something like, yeah, maybe I am going to go out with Caesar right now. Okay? I think she said a lot of things that she's not saying everything she said. If she was an emotional person with yelling and screaming, MD, we heard that from a lot of people. I think right now she's just, she really looks like she's drugged up, but she says she's not. Yeah, and look at the EMT. She was screaming profanities at them. Right? So, why is she so subdued now? She's like falling asleep at her own murder trial. He's still dead, right? Exactly. And if she has any outbursts. Yeah, it will be interesting, Tammy, for sure to see the cross. Let me see something, if there's anything I'm going to pull up that discovery for a second here. Let me see something. What am I going to do here? Let me see here. Oh boy. Why can't I find that? Redlick. Danielle, it's bringing you up. Why is that? Come on. Here we go. Okay, so let me see what I have. So yesterday, oh wait a second, I think we got some new stuff today. They keep adding new stuff. So I think we've got the call from the daughter today. Looks like we have a new one, or maybe not. Let me see. Hold on, it looked like that was new. Wait a second. Something looks different. Maybe I'm losing my mind. That's possible. It's a good possibility. All right, so where did we get? We went to the Redlick discs. Hold on. So with the amended autopsy, because a lot of you were asking, I know Mimi was asking about this. Perforation of the basilic vein. She said she had artery before, and she changed it to vein. It doesn't change any of her findings, she said. I want to see something about. They were asking today about this, and they said, could this have been a fingernail? No, this couldn't be a fingernail. This is the stab wound. Then this incised wound, could this have been a fingernail? No, it was not. So while he didn't have classic defense wounds, that some of these, those contusions that he had, could be defense wounds, just not classic defense wounds. So is ethanol 0.090, 0.010, acetone, none detected, none detected, none detected. Cut off on reporting limits. Okay, so he had high alcohol. Let's see that. So what this means, none of this was detected, and this is where, if you have to look in this column, cut off reporting limits. Okay, and look where his was. Amphetamines, negative. Barbiturates, negative. Benzodiazepines, negative. This is where all those people that didn't know how to read an autopsy toxicology report with Shanann said that because they saw all of this, that means that was found in her system. Ridiculous. It's all negative for any of that. And then the vitreous ethanol was 0.095. So here's what has been amended. Autopsy findings: A has been amended from perforation of basilic artery to perforation of basilic vein. And B has been amended from superficial incised wound involving the face and torso to superficial incised wounds involving the face and torso. Okay, that's what they were asking today. Let me see here now. Okay, we looked at those photos. Those were yesterday, so let me see something here. That was photo disc number 4. That we went through. $112. Vaguely. This is her. Now remember that. Okay, this is her in the hospital. So, yeah, he could have scuffled with her. She had said that all of this was transfer. Couple bruises. So he could have grabbed her. This stuff was transfer. She wasn't cut there. That was all transferred. She just needed to be cleaned up. She said she got hit in the back of the head, but they didn't find anything. So she really didn't have much going on. She had like a little scratch mark or something. Not even scratch mark. I wouldn't even say it was a scratch mark. She didn't have big cuts on her hands because she wasn't, it was one stab wound. It was, and then she cut her wrists. She has blood all over because she was literally we know she was walking around barefoot in the blood. Little thing on her knee. Looks like some bruising there. Could she have slipped in the blood and got that? Sure. She could have hurt herself slipping in the blood. They said they looked here. She said there was something, but they saw nothing. I don't see anything either. Okay. Let me see here. And 12. Okay, I'm looking at all these CSI videos, and the problem is, besides like this one. A lot of them have the victim in them. I'm trying to think here. Let me see here. Okay, I'm looking at in July, her Apple account. Okay, that. Hang on one second. Discovery pages. 7 PowerPoint. 9 Redlick discs. Photos. CSI. Videos. Yeah, these CSI videos are not good. We went through all those messages from unknown senders. Google Documents, Meet Mindful Documents. That's what I don't understand about the Meet Mindful Documents over here, is that Mark is the guy that's here. January 13th, January 12th. See, it's saying 6:31 p.m. That's after she reported. Go to 5:22. Open the app. Viewed conversation, app open, viewed conversation, app open, viewed conversation, viewed settings, viewed own profile, viewed settings, began daily profile session 3, viewed a profile. This is all PM. Look, right here, app opened, viewed conversation, app opened, viewed. She says, I think that's the app opening on itself. I think that's what, so we'll have to see in the cross-examination. Because all of the other stuff is afterwards at 6 in the evening. Hang on for a second. Okay, let me see one thing here. Photo disc 5, we did that. Photo disc 4, phone interviews disc. Phone interviews, phone disc 3. Done that. Phone interviews disc 2. Wait a minute, we did all these, right? Katz, Kaler, Keen, Janice Reeves, Kaler. Yes, Quino. We did all those. And then Southwest, DNA, Breadlick, Dibble, Danielle calls back, message for Janice Reeves, calls Cullen, yeah, buckle swap. We did that. Disc 9. These Google Documents, Danielle, letter. Okay, this is, okay, hold on, let's see what this is. This is just, okay, a letter here, just from Google. Detective John Dallas, search warrant, and Dan Drohan 73. That it's supposed to be going to give all of that. Let's see. What we have on the documents, Danielle, Drohan, location history, chats. See, this is what I'm trying to open. And download. And then okay, file folder. Okay, let me try this. See, and then it says no conversations, but there's, doesn't make sense here. See, look. I download that. It says there's 521 bytes. And then when I unzip it and go into that, it says recorded chats, no conversations. So I don't know. There's something wacko in that. Okay, and when I get your text is under Michael to Danielle. Hi, I apologize that I have not reached out sooner today. I've swamped, got home later than I expected. This is December 6th. And we read this. This is about when he is saying that about the affair. Hang on, let me go back to him. He's got the letter and then he's got a zip file. And in here, let's see what this brings us. Okay, let me see here. Let me try one thing here. Trying to get these files here. Michael Redlick. Okay, so that's not the files that they copied. Okay. Let's see. Select all. So it says following file already exists. Oh, we've got something. Hold on. Okay, spreadsheet. So this is telling us what his location. GPS. So this is his location data. Wi-Fi, GPS. But we're looking for, we want to see his, all right. Okay, we want to see his, other data. Hold on. All right, so if we got that, let's Location history, great. What we want is chats. Let's hope we can get the chats now. No conversations available. See, it tells me it's the same thing for Target as it tells me that one of her. I don't understand that, but let me see. Gives us the location history. Why can we not? I don't want to open the image, I want to open the file. Hold on a minute, guys. Just hold on a minute. Recorded chats, no. See, when I open the file, it says no recorded chats, edit, file, view. I don't think there's... No, I don't think we're gonna... I don't know what that's about. Anyway, let me see what else we have. Let's see what else we have. Sorry about that. Those 911 calls. Okay, I mean, let's listen to this one again.
Winter Park 911, you need police, fire, and medical.
This is someone with a medical transfer for 1231 Temple Drive in Winter Park.
Hold on one second. Alrighty, 1231 Temple Drive, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. What's going on at 1231 Temple Drive?
I believe my husband is deceased.
Okay. And why do you believe he's deceased?
Because he's been, he's stiff and he's been wounded. He might have had a heart attack. I don't know.
Okay. Did you just find him?
No, actually. It happened last night.
It happened last night?
Correct.
Okay. How old is your husband?
He's 65.
Hold on one second. So did you find him this morning? Because I know you said that you believed it happened last night. Did you see him last night? Was he okay or was...
He
He was not okay last night. We had altercation, and he stabbed himself, and I ran into the bathroom, and then when I came out, I trying to help him, and I saw he was lying in blood. And then
you say he
tried
stabbed
to help him, and
himself?
I couldn't, and I correct, yes.
All right.
And then I tried to help him, and I woke up with sitting up next to him, and I've been trying to figure out what to do.
Right. I got you. I'm going to get you some help, hon. So you all had an altercation last night, correct?
Yeah.
All right. What's your name?
Danielle.
Are there any weapons on scene now?
Knife.
A knife?
Mm-hmm.
And you said he was 64, right?
65.
I'm sorry?
65.
65. So, okay. Go ahead and give me your first name again, because I don't want to call you man.
Danielle.
Danielle. Okay, so Danielle, let me ask you this. So did he stab himself last night and he passed last night and you just didn't know what to do?
Correct, I believe so, yes.
Okay. Were you all drinking?
He was.
He was?
Yes, he was. And the altercation was the night before, too, but I left the house and took my children with me because he was dancing then, too.
Mm-hmm. Were your kids there last night during this altercation?
No, they were not.
Okay.
They were not here, and they're not here now.
I know you first said that you thought he had a heart attack. So do you think it was a heart attack, or do you think it was due to the stabbing that he passed away?
Probably the stabbing triggered it, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shoulder wound.
You say it's a shoulder wound?
Right.
Okay. I'm just getting all this information. Okay. How old are you, hon?
I'm 45.
I'm just getting everything you told me into the call, okay? I have multiple units en route, meaning I have police and fire. Go ahead and give me your husband's first name.
Michael.
Michael. What's his last name, hon?
Redlick, R-E-D-L-I-C-K.
Go ahead and give me his date of birth.
5/1/53.
So it's just you and him there right now, right? And your children aren't there,
My
correct?
dog.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Can you go ahead and move that knife away so my units will be able to get in there? Are you able to put that?
What now?
Where's the knife?
In the kitchen.
Okay.
Point of heart rescue, you see we're in the area. And PD is advised that it's secure.
Danielle, what's your last name?
Redlick, Redlick.
Go ahead and verify your phone number for me.
901-355-4234.
And what time do you think you all had this altercation and he stabbed himself?
I think it started around 10:30. He was actually choking me and trying to suffocate me first. I actually went for the knife, and he was screaming about, "What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Stab me?" And he grabbed it. And that's when he did it. He made a motion, and I ran out of the room because I'm on probation and I was scared to death.
So you say around 10:30 p.m.?
I think.
And when did you go back to check on him, or did you stay there?
No, I stayed in the bathroom for a while, and he came to the bathroom door and it was closed, and he was screaming stuff about how he was going to send me to jail and all this stuff, and then I was just trying to stay away from him, and then I heard some moaning and stuff, and I was scared. I finally went to check on him, and I could see that he was out of it, and I was slipping on his blood, and it was heavily bloody. So I tried to. He was out of it. I think he was already. I was trying to give him mouth to mouth.
Is there a reason why you didn't call last night?
Yeah. I'm on probation, and I was really afraid, and I didn't think anybody would believe me. And I was just trying to get him to wake up. And I was exhausted after I fell asleep sitting up next to him. And I tried to hurt myself this morning. It doesn't look good for me. The emergency people are here.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, okay? Go ahead and speak with them.
Pardon?
Go ahead and speak with them.
You're going to speak with them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, listening to that, she is really upset. I don't think any of that is fake. Yes, she is probably scared out of her mind, scared for her probation, scared for her life, scared that she did this. I will have to see the cross-examination tomorrow. But I don't think she intended any of that. I don't think she sat in the bathroom thinking that he was bleeding out on the floor. I don't think any of that. I don't. I really don't. Not after today. Maybe after the cross-examination, my mind will change back again. But right now, I'm thinking, like she said, she made a bunch of terrible decisions that got her here. So, let me see. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Hi, Liza Ward. What are you guys thinking now? Let me take a poll. Okay, there's a poll that's going up now. I just want to see what you guys think. She did have violence with other partners. What are you talking about, Nicole? she would have a better chance to claim self-defense right after this if she would have called right away. Yeah. She was tested for alcohol. That's why she was arrested, Kevin, because she wasn't supposed to have alcohol, and she did have a blood alcohol level, a high one, a long time after this happened. Where's my discovery? This one. It's the one that I want. It's the one that I want. Hold on, I'm going to look at your poll in a minute. I'm just trying to see if I can. Jerry Rabacki. Mr. Rabacki. Rosh Litz we went through. Trisha Cullen. Bingley. Okay, let me look at your. Hold on, I'm just going to pull this over there so I can scroll through this over here while I look at your poll. So it's almost 50-50 that you guys either think she knew or she didn't know. So, interesting. So I was wondering, like, when she was giving that deal about where her master bedroom is here, her master bathroom is here, And the toilet room where she claimed to be hiding is here. When she said that. And their fight was around this kitchen island. The knife is here. He is here. How is there not some trail of blood if he is here? You have this trail of blood. Is it more likely that he was stabbed? I just think, where's the trail of blood? She did such a great job cleaning that up. It's a little strange. Blood trail. Anybody find that a little odd? Does anybody find the blood trail a little bit odd? Why is there not, if he is bleeding out that profusely, did she clean the kitchen that well? Well, we know she didn't because in the pantry you could see there was blood. No. She didn't stab someone so many times, Linda. No, she stabbed him only one time. Only one time. Hey, High 61. Why did she run to the half? Why didn't she run to the half bath, which is closer? Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Because he had already broken that bathroom door. Right? The bathroom door was already broken down. Why didn't she run into the office? Why didn't she run into the office? Did that have a lock on it? It's not like there's a window in there that she's going to climb out of because it backs up to her office wall. In the half bath it was broken, or the one she was in. Maybe the half bath was broken too. Maybe it didn't have a lock on it that worked well. Maybe, I don't know. Hi, John Masaki. I'm just wondering why there wasn't more blood. Listening to her today, why there wasn't more blood here or even out the front. Well, they asked her about going out the front door. She said it was just what she normally did. Why didn't he stagger out the front door? Help me, help me, help me. Right? Why didn't he stagger out? That's weird, right? If he's right here, front door is right here, why didn't he stagger out of there? Let's say he couldn't find his phone. Let's say she put the phone. Did she stab him in the? Yeah, we just looked at the wound. It's off from the armpit. It's not. It hit a vein, the basilic vein. Let me see something. I want to just check something. Stab. Hold on a minute. Stab wound of basilic. Okay. It's not even telling me about this basilic vein. Okay. A stab wound to the axilla, illustrating the importance of. Let me see, what is this about? Penetrating vascular trauma of the upper and lower limbs, basilic veins, the lesser. Forensic autopsy of sharp force injuries. Okay. See, in the one report here, it does say. And why did all those knives have blood on them? They also didn't do any luminol around the kitchen area to see if there had been a lot of blood there that she cleaned up, did they? Okay, so she searched at 7:22, slitting wrists. 7:23, how to slit wrists. At 7:25, she searched sky. Sky, what does that mean? Sky. She searched sky. Then 8:21. See, here's what I think. Maybe from 7:25 to 8:21, which is almost an hour, is when she attempted that cleanup and then thought, crap, I can't do this. Then said, how long before you die if you slit your wrists? How long does it take to bleed to death? And then almost another hour goes by. And then she calls 911. You see, there's just a view of Meet Mindful right here. Just one view here is. So we know, Mom, they're yelling so much. Please help me. He's drunk. They're screaming curse words at Sawyer. Chats were located with men named Greg, Mark, Michael, and Adam. The chat with Mark was the longest and dated at least prior to December 10th and as recent as January 8th. Where is Caesar? Is that just a name they're using for cool? What is that? A deleted Safari web browser search for mindfulness dating apps was dated December 5th, 2018. The most recent Safari web browser history for Meet Mindful was dated January 11th at 8:44, January 11th. Michael Redlick was found deceased by first responders the following morning. The examination located 2 voicemails from Michael Redlick on the date of January 10th. This is the same date as the aforementioned chats between Danielle and Jaden and Sawyer. The first voicemail was at 12:53. You must have really loved doing this to me, sleeping with me and then texting them immediately, calling them, whatever you were doing, however you were communicating, laughing behind my back. Yeah, Mike, you don't even know. I'm really effing you now. You must have really enjoyed that, didn't you? And don't tell me anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, you remember who Dan's was. You are who Dan's is. Your record is what your record says you are. You are Dan's, and that's who you've always been, a person that would do something like that. The second voicemail was at 12:57. You must have really gotten a great laugh out of that the other night. Oh, I think I'm going to start studying jiu-jitsu. Yeah, right. You must have just been howling inside through all this. That hurts. Reveling in it and what you were doing to me. I'm going to take jiu-jitsu classes. I'm going home. I'd really appreciate it if you checked into a hotel. So those were 2 voicemails from Michael Redlick. No text-based chats were located between Danielle and Michael. Michael was named Mike Mobile. The only text-based chats found that included both Michael and Danielle was a Happy Thanksgiving message in which both Michael and Danielle were included in a group message. So he really was angry about the guys. Because January 10th, when they were having all that stuff, 12:53, you must have really loved doing this to me, sleeping with me and then texting them immediately, calling them, whatever you were doing. However you were communicating, laughing behind my back. Yeah, Mike, you don't even know. I'm really effing you now. You must have really enjoyed that, didn't you? And don't tell me anymore, oh, you remember who Dan's was. You are who Dan's is. Your record is what your record says you are. You are Dan's, and that's who you've always been. A person that would do something like that. And then 4 minutes later, you must have really gotten a great laugh out of that the other night. Oh, I think I'm gonna start studying jiu-jitsu. Yeah, right. You must have just been howling inside through all this. That hurts, reveling in it, and what you were doing to me. I'm gonna take jiu-jitsu classes. I'm going home. I'd really appreciate it if you checked into a hotel. So at 22:52:14, the phone call was, the examination located a canceled phone call on 1/11/2019 at 22:52:14. So that is that's 11:52, almost 12 a.m. Is that correct? The phone call was no, it was almost 11. Wait, hold on a minute. Isn't that almost 11? Hold on a minute. Let's see. 10, that would be 10:52. So almost 11. Almost 11 o'clock, she's calling 911. The phone call was an outgoing. And see, I just don't understand how that wouldn't go through. The outgoing call was not documented by Verizon. See, this concludes, so it's weird. On January 23rd, Detective Dallies received the Google account information for Dan Drohan. An email was located from Michael that was addressed to 2 of her addresses. The email was sent December 6th, 2018. Okay, and that was, "Hi, I apologize that I have not reached out sooner today. I've been swamped, got here later than expected because of car repair, and a number of calls and meetings went way longer than I thought they would. I haven't been nonchalant about you, and your feelings are definitely a priority, so I hope you don't think I've been ignoring you. I know how hurt you have been and how much you have suffered during this past year. I know the pain you feel on an almost daily basis, and I'm sorry for everything that has happened as a result of my behaviors and in any way, shape, or form that I have been the cause of your pain. You are the last person I want to see with a broken heart or any type of hurt, and you certainly don't need any more stress or anxiety either. I write this from a place of understanding and do not want to blame it any way. I can't imagine how badly you felt when you went through my emails and found upsetting messages. It's totally understandable. The words in the emails to that woman had to hurt you no matter how much time has passed, and I feel horrible that you have been hurt again from the previous actions earlier this year. The entire 2 to 3 month period where I communicated with her was the lowest point of our relationship. And this was also when she was looking up the Meet Mindful app, right? I too was upset, hurt, and susceptible to someone who seemed to understand my situation sympathetically, whether her picture of it was accurate or not. And because of where I was, I may have been looking for a way to feel better. Perhaps I fell to a need for connection for some light moments. I am sure you have felt the same way at some point. And I was wrong to go to engage in conversation, to begging to get to know someone else, for writing words that were flirtatious or for pursuing. And I was wrong for meeting for coffee or for playing hooky from work one afternoon and going to NSB to meet her along with 2 of her gay girlfriends. I was wrong to do so no matter how I felt. I put my own need to feel good ahead of my family, you and the kids, and that was horribly wrong. And quite honestly, the best thing that ever happened was that flirtation coming to an end. I truly believe in us, whether we are semi-broken now or not, and want to be with you and our kids. And I truly want everyone to live a happy, contentedly satisfied life. Now, I may have screwed this up, and I may never happen. If it does not, I will regret even more what I did at that point of our lives. All of the words, emails, discovered, texting, etc. had to be soul-crushing, and I humbly, sincerely, and with every ounce of my being apologize. With every breath I take, I will regret it and feel remorse for the remainder of my life. On January 23rd, Danielle was arrested on a warrant for violation of probation out of Seminole County. On the 24th, they received information from Michael Redlick, the subscriber information provided, the account belonging to Michael. There were no emails of any evidentiary value in the records. The records contain location information for Michael. Okay, let's see. According to R. Childers, responding to a stabbing on January 12th, R. Childers did not make entry into the residence, but was asked to look at a female who lived at the residence. She had lacerations to her wrist. Childers stated the wounds appeared to need stitches. The female stated to Childers that she cut her own wrist with a kitchen knife approximately 30 to 45 minutes prior to contacting them. Our Childers observed that the wounds were no longer bleeding and that there was dry blood on her wrists. The female told our Childers that her husband had physically assaulted her the night before and tried to smother her. The female stated that her husband punched her several times and had a light-colored bruise on her left upper arm. Our Childers and the other WPFD personnel bandaged her wrists and transported her to 601 East Rollins Street, Orlando. Our childer stated that the female appeared upset and asked if she could go back in her home and see her husband. During the transport, she said nothing else about the assault, and our childers did not ask her. Then, okay, let's see here. Be careful of the foyer tile because it appeared to have been cleaned. Observed possibly clean blood for the first few feet inside the door. So maybe he was trying to get out of the door. I don't know. A bloody drag mark. See, they said drag mark. They did say drag mark here. But now they're saying it's from cleaning. Drag mark from the bedroom all the way to the body in the living room. They did say that at that time right there. Bloody drag mark from the bedroom all the way to the body in the living room. Detective Resnicki, Nick Cutween, and Alan Wolfson. Okay. The foyer had circular marks in the blood as if someone attempted to clean up the blood. Notice what appeared to be a bloody trail coming from the master bedroom. Detective Ware walked to the left of the front door past the formal dining room table. Detective Ware noticed a large serrated kitchen knife on the floor at the entryway to the kitchen. Noticed the knife had blood on it. Detective Ware noticed blood spatter about shoulder height on the right side of the entry wall and a blood smear on the left side. Noticed there was a pile of blood-soaked towels on the floor near the stairs. The crime scene appeared to have been tampered with. There was a strong smell of bleach. Circular markings appeared to be in the blood as if someone had been trying to wipe up the blood. Bloody towels were found in a pile. At the bottom of the bloody towels, the victim's shirt was found in a pile. The victim's shirt appears to have been removed after the stabbing as it has a matching tear in the shirt consistent with the stab wound. Detective Ware observed a mop that had blood on it near the stairs. Detective Ware saw a mop bucket full of pink liquid that was near the mop and the stairs. Detective Ware walked through the kitchen, observed 3 kitchen knives in the sink with blood on them and a small area on the island in the kitchen of blood. Countertops were clean, did not have food on them. Saw bloody footprints near the couch and the victim. Bloody footprints on the living room rug. Into the master bedroom and saw a blood trail that led to the master bathroom. Detective Ware noticed that the master bedroom door was all the way open and there was 1 drop of blood on the door. Detective Ware observed the linen closet door, and inside the bathroom was open. There were towels on the floor. There was blood on the baseboards inside of the bathroom door. Detective Ware observed blood on the baseboards in the master bedroom near the closets. Detective Ware noticed a folded pair of women's white and black pants that had blood on them in the little hallway leading to the master bedroom. Detective Ware observed that someone had attempted to clean up the blood in the master bathroom, bedroom area, and also in the living room area. In determining how much time the victim would have had to survive, Detective Ware was informed, this is what they were talking about in court, who informed the victim would have bled out in approximately 5 or 6 minutes. Detective Ware was advised that the victim would have been able to walk around, but would have felt the effects of losing blood at a fast rate. Some of the effects of his injury would have been lightheadedness, unsteadiness, and fatigue. Detective Ware noticed a clear mucus-like substance on the victim's pants, which in her opinion looked like egg whites. Detective Ware noticed that the victim's ribs were intact and there was no bruising to the center of the victim's chest, which is commonly observed when CPR has been performed. Detective Ware also observed that the victim's mouth appeared to be clear of any vomit or substances. On Monday, Detective Ware received the District 9 Medical Examiner case synopsis, which listed the cause of death as stab wound of the torso and the manner of death as homicide. The medical examiner indicated the stab wound was not self-inflicted. Detective Ware is in possession of the Department and Family interview with defendant. In the interview, Danielle states that there were numerous text messages between her and the victim on the evening of January 11th. Danielle stated that in the evening of January 11th, she was in the kitchen eating McDonald's hamburger, and the victim got angry, took a bite of the hamburger, and spit it in her face. The defendant, Danielle, stated that the victim then grabbed her arms and pushed her down on the ground. She stated that she was unable to get up, and the victim pushed her head on the stove. Now, she didn't mention the stove today, and took his fist and rubbed it against her face. She did talk about that, but never punched her. She said grinded it, but she had no wound. Danielle stated that she attempted to break free, and he ended up putting his hands over her face, covering her nose and mouth. Today, she said he was pressed down as hard as he could, but she didn't have injuries. She stated that she attempted to break free. He ended up putting his hands over her face, covering her nose and mouth. She stated she grabbed a steak knife from the drawer that was close to her and held the knife in a motion as if she was going to stab him. She said the victim took the knife from her, backed away from her, and began making stabbing motions towards himself. She then ran to the bathroom, closed the door, and sat against the bathroom door. She heard the victim come to the bathroom door and said, "Sam, Katie," which references Cape Fear, a movie they had just watched 3 weeks prior, and then got quiet. Danielle stated that after a while she opened the bathroom door and saw blood on the floor, so she followed the blood trail from the bathroom to the living room where he was laying. The defendant realized the victim wasn't moving and badly hurt and immediately went for her phone, couldn't find it. She stated that she kept slipping in the blood and looking to see if he was dead. She grabbed a towel to clean up the blood and kept looking to see if he was deceased. She stated that she took off the victim's shirt to see where the stab wound was and tried to resuscitate him. She stated that she tried CPR and the victim started vomiting. She stated that she continued to push his chest and tried for a very long time, but became exhausted and collapsed next to the victim. Danielle remembered lying next to the victim thinking, "What am I going to do?" Danielle thought about calling the police but couldn't find her phone. Danielle woke up on Saturday morning and continued to clean up the blood on the floors. Danielle stated she didn't know what to do and went to the kitchen and slit her wrists. She said that was when she started to bleed. She called 911. Detective Weir obtained a search warrant for Danielle's medical records. The medical records toxicology shows a greater than 10 milligrams over DL alcohol level when the blood was collected on January 12th at 11:28. The collection of blood was taken almost 13 hours from when Danielle indicated her husband had died. She still had alcohol in her system. She had indicated to 911 that only her husband had been drinking that night. She additionally was not permitted to possess alcohol while on probation. It should be noted that a large number of empty wine bottles were found in the outside recycling bin at the residence. One witness saw Danielle on the evening of Friday, January 11th at a youth football game prior to the incident. Okay, hold on, I just want to stop this poll right over here. Okay, witness stated that Danielle arrived at approximately 20:05 hours after the game started and by herself. Witness 1 stated when they were leaving, Danielle started yelling at her son and was angry about her son wanting a haircut. Witness 1 said Danielle and Michael have a very on-again, off-again relationship, and that Danielle said to her, "It's been a weird night." Witness 1 has had past experiences with Danielle, where Danielle just turned. Witness 1 explained that she went out with Danielle one night, and after about 5 drinks, Danielle switched. In this instant, Danielle started to swing her fists at Witness 1 for no reason. Witness 1 had to call the police. Witness 1 stated that on the evening of January 11th, Danielle had the same look in her eyes as when she began punching Witness 1 and thought Danielle was in that type of mood again. Witness 2 stated that the victim used to share information regarding his marriage. Witness 2 described the relationship as rocky. Witness 2 stated that the victim would tell the Witness 2 that Danielle had outbursts and exhibited anger. Witness 2 would tell the victim that it wasn't good. Witness 2 said that the victim used to say, "Danielle is crazy, but as long as I hide the steak knives, everything will be fine." Should be noted that at the time of this statement, Witness 2 had no information regarding how the victim died. The news reported a suspicious death, and common friends were told he died of a heart attack. See, a Google cell phone was located in the left front jean pocket of the deceased Michael Redlick. The Google cell phone was in a transparent case and had blood, presumed to be Michael Redlick's, on the exterior. The device is capable of accessing the internet. Okay. His phone was in his pocket. Right? His phone was in his pocket. Okay. Okay, I'm going to, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to hear from you guys what you thought. If anybody wants to call in and talk about what you think, let's do that. Let me, hold on. So I'm going to put the number in Slack. If you're not in Slack, you can email Carolyn at truecrimechat.org. Nightbot will give you the information. If you're in Slack, you can call in. Okay, let me see here. Put this in. General. Okay. All right, the number's in Slack. Nightmare, if you're there, good haul. Prayers for your sister, Greg. See that something's going on with your sister. I hope that. Oh, of course, Greg. Greg, complete healing for your sister, please, dear God. Okay, so yeah, call in and let's hear you talk about it, because Scooter and I were getting into it pretty much, and it's good to bounce stuff off other people, and other people have a lot of things to say. What are you looking for evidence of? What they're all saying? Let me see. His phone in his pocket. It said there was blood on the phone, but his pants were soaked in blood too. He was soaked in blood. Hi, Earthbound Spirit. Hi, help me, Rhonda. Tammy, Deborah Vancouverton, Kevin Leonard. All signs say yes. Susie B. Alicia Bisso. Kathy. Denise. Annie B. Susie B. Julie W. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. Tammy. Liz Tops, hi. Okay, so is anybody going to call in and give some insight? Call in. The number's in Slack. Call in. You could ask me to pull something up, to listen to something again, to see a picture again. Hi, Linda Uribe. Jaden said her mom is the one who usually started the movie. Yeah, but then, yes, sometimes, but then you have that night where she went to Publix and Sawyer called and said the father and Jaden were getting into it and it was getting really, really heated. We did listen to a call from Jade and Kathy early on. Let me see something. Okay, so Danielle Redlick's daughter, Jaden Redlick, testified on Monday saying she knew her parents weren't getting along in the year leading up to Michael's death. She's 18 years old. She said that her father moved out of the family's home around April 2018 and moved back in around October of the same year. She added that her father was upset about the family not living together during his time away. I remember certain times when he would come by and bring her flowers and little gifts when they weren't living together, Jaden said. Jaden also said that her father was excited about moving back in and it seemed like her parents were getting along better than before. However, she stated that on January 10th, the day before his death, that her mother warned her there was an issue. My mother told me, I believe it was the day before he passed away, that she and my dad had been arguing, that he found a message on her phone from another man and that things might be off when he gets home from work. According to Jaden, she could sense some tension between her parents when her father came home, as he was distant and not super talkative. Jaden then recounted her father drinking and arguing with her mother. At one point, they were arguing and I got in between and I grabbed the bottle of liquor he was drinking and threw it in the dumpster outside. Afterwards, Jaden said she went to stay the night at a friend's house and her father apologized to her the next day, saying that he loved her and he wished she hadn't witnessed that argument the last time he ever spoke to her before he died on January 11th. And the prosecution rested its case today. And that's why she's testifying now. She's the first witness the defense called. And she also said that before about tension. The son said that, Sawyer. Okay, so no one wants to come up and talk about this. No one wants to call in. I'm glad they did not bring her son in on the stand. He's not 11. He's not 11. He's actually, oh, I thought he was the same age. He's older than Luke. He's 14. He's 14 still. But he's 14. He was 11 when this happened, right? Yes. He had just turned 11. He's born in January of 2008. What's that about? I don't know. What is that about? We heard that last night. Oh, Tammy emailed to call in? I didn't hear that. Or see that. I don't have an email. I don't have an email. Can you check again, please? Can you check again, please? I don't have anything from you. Uh-oh, who became a new member? Farm Wife is a member for 7 months. Great news, Farm Wife. Thank you. Yay. You fell today? Oh no, Nicole. How? I couldn't hear the call today. There's a big mosquito-y thing flying around. Did you guys watch the acid shell cleaning? Were you proud of me for using the acid? Though today I kept thinking that I had acid on me. Did I look in my junk mail? Wouldn't be in my junk mail because Tammy's emailed many times, so she just hasn't. Sometimes it doesn't. Can someone please post the membership link? All signs. Yeah. Just put an exclamation like this, and membership. And this friendly person, Nightbot, will bring this up for you. There he is. iPhone Alicia is here. Hi, iPhone Day, Alicia. Hi, iPhone D, Alicia.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi,
Hi, Chad. Hi,
how-
everyone.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very busy, but I'm here. I'm back.
Are you watching this trial?
Yeah. Yesterday was the last match, football or soccer game between Peru versus Australia to
Okay.
go to the World Cup. So it was a national holiday over here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The banks, the supermarkets, the universities, the school, all were closed.
Wow.
People were drinking and partying. Yeah, the whole day.
So did you watch the trial?
So I watched the trial, and I watched today the Amber Heard interview.
Hold on one second. Amber Heard, thank you for becoming a sergeant. Rambler, all signs say yes. Very, very grateful for you joining our community like that. Thank you. So you watched Amber Heard, but now you sound like those people that are in the chat always talking about Amber and Johnny. Is anybody who's
sorry?
It's okay,
Sorry.
but it does make me want to ask them something. Anybody that's watching the trial on Law, I want to say Law and Order. Oh my gosh, what the heck is it? Law and Crime. Are you getting tired of the people that I guess have never watched a trial before, Amber and Johnny? And it's like Amber and Johnny this, every other sentence. This is like Amber, this is like Johnny. It's like everyone when they would say, this is like Chris Watts. And you're like, no, it really isn't at all like Chris Watts. But I know that's the only case you've ever followed. So, but that's how it is with Amber and Johnny. It's like, well, this is just like Amber Heard, and that's just like Amber Heard, and that's just like Johnny, and this is just like Amber. Yeah, except Amber didn't kill anyone. Hi, Marianne Frontini. But it's so ridiculous. And today someone said, can you please get them out of here?
Yeah. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody's interested right now. Yeah. Yeah. They have the trial, the verdict. So stop it.
Yeah. It's
No one is interested. But I was watching this trial, and it pops out in my computer, my laptop. Aquaman. It's this woman is no more in Aquaman. This Disney or Warner. I don't remember. He's out.
Mm-hmm.
And I start to pop out this little news from today.
Right.
And I watched a little from the interview, but I get really bored because it's the same again and again and again. So,
What about this lady? Do you think she knew she killed him?
I think so. Yeah.
You think she knew? So her testimony today didn't change your mind at all?
I'm a little confused. I'm waiting, like you said, from the cross-examination tomorrow, because I have some doubts about the whole thing. Because it's a little, there are details that are a little weird, like the blood train of the body.
Yeah, I don't understand that blood trail. I'm a little bit.
And the 11 hours after the 911.
I think she actually passed out. I do think she passed out next to him. I do. I believe that.
Because she was that drunk?
Yeah, she wasn't on her phone or anything. I believe she was out for the count. Yeah, I believe she was. I believe she.
But she drugged his body first and then.
Well, no, they say she didn't drag his body. They say those are not drag marks. They're saying that those are marks from cleaning up the blood. It just doesn't make sense, especially what she said today.
Because there was a lot of blood. They show the.
Oh, there's a lot of blood. Yeah, Foxy in the box. Say hello there. There's a lot of blood. Tremendous amount of blood. Yeah, tremendous. And I just don't understand how. I mean, she did such a bang up job in the kitchen, but didn't get around. I don't know. I mean,
If she was so
Tammy, I
drunk,
have no email from you.
it's
Just saying.
looks weird to me. How the events of the evening goes. If she passed out, and they say she gave her she said that she gave him mouth to mouth
She did.
RSV.
Yeah, she did. And what about all that vomit stuff she had on her shirt?
Yeah.
Right? So maybe she
With
was
the bleach.
vomiting. No, maybe she
the
was
bleach.
And what?
The cleaning with the bleach.
Yeah, but maybe that was her vomit. Maybe she woke up in vomit.
Maybe. I have an alcoholic and like best friend that lives in Barcelona.
And she's here tonight.
My friend, no.
Yeah, I know. I don't think she would like you saying
But
that.
we speak to each other like one time a week
Yeah.
for the last 14 years. 14 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have like wine while we were chatting. Some Sunday or some Saturday, we both are single, but that turned on her in alcoholism. Like 4 years ago, she's a total alcoholic person.
Okay.
She knew it. She didn't deny it, but she doesn't do anything about it. Our friendship was about to split because I couldn't take it anymore.
Okay.
Because speaking with an alcoholic is like speaking with someone that the day after they didn't recall anything. It's like talking to a ghost, really. But I love her, and she's one of my very best girlfriends. But since these 2 years on pandemic, her alcoholism got really bad. I avoid to speak to her. I calculate the hours and said, no, it's too late. She must be very drunk.
Oh. Yeah, well, no, there are people like that. There are people like that. You say, I can't call them because they're probably drunk, or, are they drunk already? Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's horrible, because, yeah.
And these past 2 years, she have told me totally inebriated.
Totally inebriated, yep.
Yeah, or totally drunk. Horrible things about myself.
She told you terrible things about yourself?
Yeah,
the next day and the next day she remember. Yeah, but you know what, Alicia? Okay, because I've kind of the people that do that or send an email, like a really bad email, just saying like horrible things, and then meanwhile, like they're always telling you, "Oh, you're wonderful. This is great. You're doing this," and then out of the blue, you get a horrible email. I wonder, like you could say, well, maybe they're drunk, or like a lot of people say, oh, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe, oh, really? You go from, because there's people who could go from loving you to hating you, and I mean, there's no in between, right?
Yeah.
They love you, they hate you.
Yeah, I went to a Zoom meeting for Al-Anon people.
Mm-hmm.
And I speak. It was like last year.
Right.
And I speak about it. I have she's my friend since I went to live to Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
She was a friend of my boyfriend, Frodo Peter Pan.
Right.
many years ago, since they were 18. They she was an actress here. Then she went to Barcelona in 1998. She opened a Peruvian restaurant. She does very well. She has her own restaurant. She's a cook, a chef. But the alcoholism is
Yeah,
it's attacking.
it's a bad thing. And yeah, so if you're saying things like, but see, the thing is, I thought with alcohol, they say people tell the truth with alcohol. If somebody's telling you something with alcohol, it's the truth, they've lost their inhibition. So then it's even worse because if she's telling you these bad things when she's on alcohol, or when she's drinking alcohol, then then I would be like, great, is that the truth?
The first
And is all the
time,
other stuff a lie?
The first time she told me a bad thing,
Yeah.
she was so cruel. She told me, you you are not what was it? I'm trying to remember and translate. But she told me a line that was so cruel
Oh yeah.
to the intimate thing we shared, like friends.
Yeah. People are cruel.
So
People can be cruel.
she called me something horrible, and I stopped talking to her for months because it hurt me. Really bad.
Of course it would. People say words can't hurt you. Words can really hurt you. Especially
Yeah,
coming from someone you thought was your friend.
My really good friend.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a special relationship because 14 years talking to each other for 3-4 hours once a week. It's like very close.
Did you tell any? Did you tell any? Did you have any mutual friends?
Yes.
And how did that go? Did you tell any of them?
Mutual
Like,
friends are not like that close.
so nobody that you said, can you believe this? Like, this.
No, but her friends or his friend. My best friend is became her best friend. He's my best friend since I was in the university. He's gay. I married him because I was living in Spain, and I married him to give him the European Community passport, so
Okay.
he can work over there.
I can't play
he
it.
was in a
It's not my
relationship-
footage to play. I just want to tell. I want to tell putting something. I cannot play the testimony from court because you have to have a license to play that court testimony. I know you could see some, but Law and Crime has struck others for playing testimony. You cannot. They have to pay to get that testimony. And no, I'm just telling because somebody's asking for me to play it. Yeah, I can't. You'll have to watch it there. No, I'm just telling them. And then Kevin said, yeah, for the CSI, I'm just going to have to be a member's.
You were telling to me I have committed
Oh,
perjury.
no. I'm just.
I heard this word perjury.
No, but I'm asking, okay, so how do you handle this with this friend? Does this friend know what she told you?
Yeah, no, the alcoholic girlfriend or
No,
my husband.
the boy that's friends with both of you.
He's my best friend since we were in university, since I was
Right,
15.
but did you tell him what she did?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
No, he proposed, Ali, can you marry me? I want to stay in Europe.
No. I mean, did you tell him what she told you?
Oh, yes.
And what did he say?
Because she was an alcoholic already, and
Yes.
he was friends with him when I returned to Peru.
Right.
So they were. How do you say when you um, this is my best friend and you're my best girlfriend and now I'm leaving, but you now you're best friends. I like you introduce them and say you are my best friends and you are if you like well they with the years became very close.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is
Yeah,
this woman made you really hurt, right?
yeah,
She hurt you.
several times in the
Yes.
past 4 years.
What I'm saying is, do
Mhm.
you tell the male friend how she hurt you?
Yes,
And
but
what does he
she
Okay.
had hurt him before
Okay. She hurt
before
him
me.
too?
Yeah,
Okay.
she told him like she called him out of his gay issues.
Okay.
She
So she's abusive to both of you when she's drinking.
yeah
Okay.
yeah
Okay. So you're both okay with it?
no,
Okay.
we speak about it. We had enough. He told me first, then I realized, yeah, he's right. And I began to see a pattern on her, and
Uh-oh.
she got worse and worse and worse for the past 4 years. Now I see a time in Spain is there are 7 hours ahead of here from here, and if I saw in my watch it's noon over there, I don't take the call because I know she's drunk.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, for
Yeah.
number one is, do you think she is still a good friend if she's telling you these horrible things when she's drinking? Because a lot of people tell the truth in alcohol. That's number one. And number two is she's also abusive to your mutual friend. But what does your mutual friend think? Does your mutual friend think maybe she's telling the truth on the alcohol anyway? And that the bad things.
I could tell you, my best friend, his name is Rafael.
Yeah.
He's very handsome.
Okay.
We can't go anywhere together because
Okay.
the people think
Objection, non-responsive.
Objection, non-responsive.
Non-responsive.
Leaving.
That's not the question.
Leaving.
The question is, what does he think about what she says to you and to him? And does he ever think that, hey, maybe she's telling us the truth on the alcohol?
Well, don't you kind of think, hi everyone, by the way.
Hi, Dan. I'm sorry.
Don't you kind of think that,
to talk about
when you knowingly know that a person is in a cycle of on and off abusive behavior, that you know that that's a repetitive thing, and you know that that's not good to be around that kind of unpredictable, unstable kind of abusive behavior, in my opinion, I feel that that's a toxic thing. And I think you know that that's going to be repetitive. It isn't as if someone apologizes and it never happens again. Like you said, Alicia, you see a pattern. In my life, I steer clear of people like that once I see patterns. I just do it for my own self-protection, because it always causes pain. I like stability and predictability to a large degree. I mean, everyone can be unpredictable at times, but anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents worth on a cycle of
there are no 2
abusive.
cents. There are $1 million.
Right. But what I'm trying to say, okay, what if what if you went to this friend of yours? This friend of yours, does he get upset by what she says?
Yeah, his birthday was June 7th, and he rented a palace in North Barcelona. He moved to Barcelona when I was living there, so he rented like a palace, little palace, and he invited his family that lives in Peru, the other and his brothers lives in Miami, and everyone went to his party.
Okay.
That was on Saturday, and he didn't invite her.
All right.
And I don't have to ask why you didn't invite Nancy.
Okay, so all right, but he still considers her his best friend?
No, not anymore.
Okay, all right.
He loves her, but he stay away because he knows she embarrassed him so many times, being drunk. When you're drunk and you're nasty, and the things are not going well in your life, and you're drunk.
Okay, but what about? Okay, so
I don't know why I'm going on alcoholism.
I don't know why, but
about this case.
But
yeah. But it's interesting because
but what I'm
the
saying
woman
is,
is an
but maybe
alcoholic.
she's not your friend at all, because maybe if she's saying that stuff on alcohol, maybe she's a phony friend. That's what I'm saying, Alicia. I don't know if you're catching my drift.
A person that has a problem with alcohol, they aren't a friend to themselves. So it's hard for them to be a true friend to you. My father was an alcoholic, so I'm quite familiar with the condition. I grew up with that. So, they're not kind or a friend to themselves. So you can only expect so much out of a person like that.
But
once they treat themselves better, they can learn to treat other people better.
I get that. But
Yeah.
what if you had a friend, okay? What if you had a friend and your friend was like mostly, you sent a lot of emails back, but they were always, they always seemed like they were very supportive of you and all of that, and everything was all good and great and wonderful. And then a couple of times over the course of a few years, they have these outbursts where they don't want anything to do with you anymore. You're the most horrible person they ever know. And it's like out of the blue, out of left freaking field. Then what? Then if you call, yes, that it's a different story. And I was just having a bad day. And of course, I didn't mean that. Blah, 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 blah. And then they go back to being the person that you know for like 6 more months until they have another one of those little crazy outbursts and you become the worst person they ever know, right? And then you keep going through these cycles where you walk on eggshells and you're never sure about their friendship or if they really do care about you, and you always have to make sure they're happy and you didn't say the wrong thing or do something that they might consider the wrong thing.
Well, friendship is based on trust. And a person like that is not predictable and consistent in their behavior, of course, apologizing and making the occasional error. We all do.
Right.
But a person that has that cycle, that you really can't trust them. And it is very hard to be true friends with a person that you have lost trust in and that you are feeling.
Yeah.
And when you feel uncomfortable, that is yourself telling you a red flag is going on. So,
right.
Yeah.
And, and I think that if you have that, and then you have to think, well, I didn't think something, but it's very obvious because I remember other people saying things like on the phone that would happen like that. They would say, maybe that person drinks. Because people would
Yeah.
say something like that, and they'd say, "Does that
Yeah,
person drink?" And you'd
you
say,
have the alert in your head. Oh, I recognize this behavior.
"Yeah," but see, I don't usually do that. Usually, somebody will do it for me and say, like, if I would relay something like that, go, "Does that person drink?" Or, "You know what? I've had stuff with that person. I think they drink." I've had people tell me that, and that could, but then you have to wonder, okay, when people say somebody's a mean drunk or a nice drunk, but if alcohol makes you lose your inhibitions and you're honest, then when I think about it, isn't the person who's telling you those awful things, let's say it is because they're drunk, whether it's an email or it's a phone call, isn't that their true feelings about you? Or stuff they
Maybe.
want
Well,
to tell you?
I think to a degree, maybe there's a point there, but though alcoholism is a thing that deceives the person who is going through that, and they cannot be honest with themselves, let alone be able to make a statement like that when they drink, they're really being honest about their true feelings. It is a mind-altering substance, and I think things do become exacerbated when people drink alcohol. And I really just feel that alcohol and honesty probably shouldn't be in the same sentence. Now, that's just my opinion. So that's kind of how I feel about, I could probably never trust an alcoholic completely. And same with other types of drug abuse.
Or addictions, love addictions, or drug addictions, or relationship addictions. There are so many.
I mean, you wouldn't trust a family member with someone that you knew had a drinking problem. You wouldn't. And so they're just, like I said before, it's just that lack of trust, I think. And, it's not the quantity of friends you have, it's the quality. And one thing that really should be cherished in any relationship, romantic or otherwise, really trust is got to be the foundation of that. And if a person proves time and time again that you cannot trust them, either with your emotions or whatever the case may be, boy, you're really climbing an uphill battle to maintain a true friendship. And it's sad and it's hard. And sometimes you have to just remove yourself, I think,
Yeah. Last time I told her, I'm sorry, but I could not be your friend anymore. You said I speak to you like for 3 hours, and the next day you won't remember anything. And sometimes you did say to me cruel, vile things, and they are not even true. So what is the point on hurting me for no point, no sense? I don't know.
But yeah, okay.
And you're setting yourself up for a cycle of disappointment at the very minimum, and maybe worse. So it's hard because
right, and it's always
when
those
you
people
care
you
about
walk on eggshells with that end up. In my experience, it's the people that I've walked on the eggshells with, that always end up screwing you over anyway.
Because your instincts were telling you.
You are in contact with an alcoholic, like in regular
I'm not
basis?
even talking about it. I don't even know if they're alcoholics or not. I'm just saying the people that I've had to walk on eggshells with, to make sure, like, oh my gosh, did they take it this way? Did they take it that way? Did they think that was about them? Did they think it's not? Every minute, like, oh, did they get enough attention? Did they get that? The ones that do that, and you're trying to be so careful not to offend them, and They're the ones that end up stab, stab, stab. Right, like they'll stab you in the end so bad, and they'll leave you bleeding and step over you and kick you in the
and
face
and
after
I
you've
feel
done everything for them.
yes,
But the
and I
thing
feel
is,
guilty.
it's nobody else's responsibility to make another person feel comfortable. So I know it's hard if you're feeling like you're walking on eggshells, you're taking on a responsibility that you shouldn't, in my opinion, because
I agree.
it's not your job to please that person and to the point where you feel uncomfortable and you're walking on eggshells. That's detrimental to yourself being that stressed about that.
Oh yeah,
So,
and every time that happens, and every time they're plunging the knife in, and you find out, and then you say, okay, that's it. Every time you say, oh, no wonder I'm not going to do that again, and then
yeah.
in comes someone else that and it's like it's crazy.
Yeah,
I
they
know,
come back
Carolyn,
after.
I understand. I've been in position before too where I haven't really wanted to wake up and smell the roses about someone. Because I truly in my heart cared for that person, and I'm a very forgiving person also, and I think to myself, I start rationalizing. I think, well, I'm not perfect, so I have to give someone else a break and turn the other cheek. But then, sometimes
Then
my
you're
son has had
done.
to say to me,
Then you're done. You said, I'm done. You're not hurting me anymore. I'm not responsible of your choices. Sorry.
Yeah,
And
I don't
I'm a
know.
fix-it person too, and I think, I want to help and I want to have, peace and harmony,
Yeah,
and
me too.
I
I'm
like
that
to
kind of
avoid
person,
conflict,
and I
Yeah, me too.
and,
Me
I-
too.
and
Yeah.
I feel I'm so stupid. Why? Why I think I can help this friend that I
Well, I
love
think
so much.
people that are
I
empaths,
can't.
and which is
I
different than
can't.
empathy. I think if you're an empath, I mean, people can have empathy and not be an empath. I think have a
Yeah.
tendency to want to keep the peace and be more of a, people pleaser, so to speak, in that regard to maintain that peace. So it just depends on your personality. I mean, we all have things, I guess, that we have to work on with ourselves. I do, and I think it's a never-ending thing until you leave planet Earth. So it's good to talk about these things and recognize those things, especially, I think, for me to talk about it. Then I see more clearly the things that I need to work on for myself, to improve. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's, yeah.
I think it's a personal job that work that we have to do. I think till the end of the day, it doesn't stop. We have to improve and
No,
improve and improve.
they kind of zap everything out of you. And I mean, there's been even like some people that will email and and some people they're so great, like Julie W.
Really?
Julie W is the greatest person in the world because she knows like I'm not going to see like a quarter. I might see a quarter of the emails. I might not, but she's never gets offended. She would never be like, gosh darn it, Carolyn, could you just acknowledge the dang email I sent you? You know what I'm saying?
Really?
She doesn't. Yeah, Julie W is the greatest person in the world. She doesn't.
Jesus.
I'm telling you. But there are some other people that email, and literally 3 minutes after an email, they're typing another email, then another email, and then like, oh, I can't believe this. You can't even acknowledge an email. And it's like, oh my gosh, right? Do you even have any idea how many emails I have? And then they get like so offended, and then you're like the worst person in the world to them because you did not acknowledge. Thank you, you're welcome, Julie W. Because you did not acknowledge their email. And how could you be so rude? And it's impossible that you don't have time in your day to acknowledge their email. And it's not even
And
that
they
it was an
get so
crucially
mad.
important one.
They
Okay.
get so mad, and they become like, you are so awful.
You are a
Email,
horrible
and
person. You have no
Yeah,
consideration. Who the hell do you think you are? You can't answer an email. I'm telling you, Alicia, I'm not joking. Okay?
No. I think I'm here for a year now, or a little more. I don't know. I don't remember, but I think so. A year and a
I've been
little.
here forever.
Yeah. But it's like, but they should understand, like, there are people, like I tell them, my family members, isn't that, you think, I don't even get to text messages are the worst for me, okay? That's like the absolute worst is a text message, okay? It's worse than email. So, yeah, it's not like I'm just sitting there like,
Sorry, I'm laughing, but it's a little funny.
So it's...
Well, some people are easily take things personally, and it kind of clouds their vision that you're only one person, Carolyn.
I know,
You
and,
do
and I
so
said
much.
that. I can be on for so many
Yeah.
hours, or I could be on for a half an hour and spend 6 hours answering emails.
Yeah.
You want to come up and talk to me, you can come up and talk to me. I tell everybody that. I'm a much better person talking to you than I am going to answer your emails. And the worst thing, if the email is so long, and here's the thing, because I want to say so much back and I'm such a perfectionist, I don't want to write back like not expressing all my thoughts. So if I look at that and say, wow, that's really good and that's amazing, but I have so much to write and I have no time to do it, I can't answer the email. And then other emails come in with no spaces between paragraphs, no punctuation, and my ADD
Jesus, really?
goes crazy when I see that. Goes absolutely crazy. Yeah. And I can't even begin to look at that. And that's caused me a lot of problems in the past because I would have known people were psycho way before I did. I really did. Because when people have gone psycho and I've gone back to look at emails with the moderators and stuff, I'm like, oh boy, I guess I should have read these. Because there's a lot there that's telling you I'm a psycho. But I can't do it. And I say I can't do it.
Well, Carolyn, there's only so many hours in the day, and I think the majority of everyone in the community understands completely and actually can't even believe that you accomplish what you do.
Yeah,
I'm amazed.
always
I agree 100%. Yeah.
And now my Gmail is always saying it's full, and that's what I was trying to explain the other day. It's full. Yeah, I have an automated response, but it's just that I don't even think that would please some of the people because some of the people need like an immediate response, and they say there's no way, or they compare themselves. They go like this. Well, I'm like, okay, well, are you getting this volume of email? And I haven't even checked my Mommy Ramblings email, and I don't know how long again. In that
And you
state,
have your favorites
since
and blah, blah,
vacation,
blah.
I'm gone. Oh, don't even say my favorites. Go talk to Davida and stuff. How long she'll wait on a text? Okay. I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with that. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that.
I don't even run a channel, and I can't even keep up with my little bits of emails. So I can't. Honestly, Carolyn, I have always.
But it's like when she brought that up, I'm just saying like how and then you say, and then you're like the absolute worst person in the world because you didn't answer an email.
Well, it's just kind of maybe a little bit of lack of understanding the big picture.
That's a little sad for the person that sent the email and expects a response. Expects a response right away.
Yeah, and I say it all the time. I say it all the time, and I invite people to come up, and anybody can come up.
I know now. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know
And I
because
think
when
it's
I
better
was
when
in New
someone
York,
comes up because you
I
can
read.
hear the intonation in their voice and you can communicate a little bit better when you can actually hear a person's voice and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think communication is better. I know, and I think I struggle too in chat, to really get your point across. It's much better to speak where you can hear the person's voice also.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And it's just,
yeah.
it's hard. I mean, there's only so many hours in a day, and then it's like, but yeah, but some people get really. It's just like you can do everything, and then people will want to crucify you for it, and I'm just
But Carolyn, you're not responsible for everybody's needs, right?
right.
Right away, right now, right?
I know, but
You know?
Carolyn has this channel and she wants everyone to be happy campers, and I understand that too. But absolutely correct. Only one person, only so many hours in a day.
Yeah.
And you can't please all the people all the time. And I know, Carolyn, you do everything within your power that is possible for anyone to do for a channel. I know that.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
I think most people do know it, Carolyn. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know now. Yeah. After a year and a couple of months, I know now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. But it's
It's
hard.
it's 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 work. I know.
But see, it's not even that, Angie, because it's not. Some people would. I mean, it's the kind of emails I
You
get.
need the secretary.
Somebody wouldn't know how to answer it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
people may get angry at me. They say, "Oh, delegate responsibilities to me and let me make these decisions." But no, I'm not the kind of person like that. It's not like getting copy paper or something. Yeah, go get the copy paper. Or yeah, go get this. But if there's a problem, somebody has a problem on the channel, a real problem, and there's a solution that needs to be done, I want to be in on that. Okay, I'm sorry,
You know
I'm not
what,
just going to
Carolyn?
sign
I
away
think
on that.
For
we
selfish
I
reasons, I want you to be accountable because I don't want it coming back on me.
Right? Yeah, I would. Again, I wouldn't want anybody to feel that way because then there would be resentment or something like, well, what would you say that for? Because I wouldn't have said that, or and then you're going to feel all this, and that's the only reason. That's something. There are things to delegate and things like not to delegate. So I just certain things they can't delegate. I think
yeah,
like
and you need yourself to clear the air, and I think I saw you many times doing that.
yeah. I mean,
Clearing the air.
I don't know. It's just it's always
And I think it's exhausting emotionally too.
yeah. It is. It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Because all the blame of what misunderstanding or whatever is put it on you.
Yeah, no, Jimmy cannot be my, not at all. Whisper to me,
Jimmy
my
what?
secretary. Oh my gosh, we finally caught up on all the shipping today, and then tomorrow we should have everything. Now Jimmy's doing everything in a nice little spreadsheet thing and bringing this over to me. This is great.
Oh, another spreadsheet.
Another spreadsheet, but I have all the
Hi.
tracking numbers,
Oh
and I
my
can tell
God,
you
the
that
spreadsheet.
Kelly in Texas, your package went out. Chris Ree, Janet. Oh no, these are all going out tomorrow, I think. Kate Profit, yours is going out tomorrow. Debbie Two Scooter. Let's see, because they have tracking numbers, so they were either shipped today or tomorrow. That's Casey Jones, Mimi. I think yours went out today. Catherine Ruff, Lee Neary, that's Peridot Eyes, and Tammy McD. And see, we're getting a little better on the shipping department now. And then yesterday, Sherry Mimsy, LMNW, Carla, Nicole Griffith, Debbie V, Farm Wife, Susie.
I feel like I'm in school.
Yeah, I know.
And
Debbie D, Amy Lawler. I don't know why Jimmy. Oh, he voided that one on Debbie D. Okay. And then Janet Wood, you had another one, and Kubi, and then JD in the UK, and Leslie Romani. So those have all gone out, or they're going out tomorrow. So yeah, there you go there. Okay.
See, Carolyn has nothing to do.
And so, but I was packing all those shells. I had to pack all the shells because Jimmy was behind.
Of the cleaning of the shells?
I had to pack all those. No, the cleaning of the shells, but I had to pack the shells. Remember the ones I sold last week? Jimmy was backlogged. He was backlogged. So I had to. I bubble wrapped them all. Did you watch my cleaning, Alicia?
Of course, since the
was that scary when he was lighting that stuff up?
Yeah,
that was. I didn't like that at all. I thought he ruined my phone. I thought that light would ruin my phone.
and the guys were there, Jimmy and the boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I was. Oh, be careful. I don't know.
Let me know, Chris Free. I sent one to you. Do you still need
someone says Carly is not reading the chat, so
yeah, I was in the acid. Hi, Kato. I was having a good time with that.
Yeah,
I watched it, Carolyn. I was there in the chat. I watched.
Yeah. Did you get scared at all?
I take notes.
I got scared when he lit that. I don't like that. When he was trying to do that light bulb and he's sticking the acid and then he didn't have gloves on at one point, I was getting nervous. And then when the acid came bubbling over, that made me nervous. Hi, Kato. Hi, Jeanette. Yeah, that made me nervous. But I liked sticking this. Like, it was you got a lot of satisfaction when you were sticking it in and it was like bubbling all around it.
It was so interesting.
Casey Jones. Okay, I gave you the right one on that one. Carolyn, Tracy W. Okay, Tracy W. I'll have to get you. And Carolyn, or is that you just saying Carolyn me? Tracy W. No, I'm looking at Chris Ray. Yeah. Tracy W. Yes, I have Tracy W. So yeah. But
so tomorrow there's cross-examination.
There is cross-examination.
I'm going to. As I said in chat, I've got a couple of appointments, so I'll have to catch up when I get because I want to really know about that cross-examination. So I'll have to catch up when I get home.
Oh, thanks, Kale.
Hopefully, I don't get home too late.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. I cannot wait. And you know it's going to be on at the start because they left off with her. So yeah, even Jimmy who was watching, he didn't want to go to the post office because he's like, but yeah. So, but that I can't wait to watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sad that I have to go out, but it's like an appointment, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about hurry up and get home so I can look,
Yeah, because that's what time is that for you? That 9 in the morning is like what?
Oh gosh, Carolyn, my math brain is
14 hours for me.
I thought it was like, isn't it really late for you?
Hour for
Wait, I'm trying to
think. Well, right now it's 3 p.m. Wednesday.
Oh, okay, 3 p.m. Wednesday. So we have about, what time is it? 1 o'clock. So say we have 8 hours. So it'll be about 11 o'clock your time at night. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I need a calculator.
So you'll be fine, Deb. You'll be all in your jammies and all ready to go.
Well, that's good if it's then, but I can't think of what time it will be at the moment. I don't know.
Robbie Bob's birthday is on 16th.
Oh, Jimmy made my cake today. But wait a minute.
Oh.
Just the cake, not the icing yet.
Oh no.
The icing is tomorrow.
As I teased,
is tomorrow.
I teased in chat that Jimmy's recipe will be called Epic Frosting.
Yes. And he should make a video on that frosting. And the kids' last day of school was today. Yay.
Oh, tell them congratulations. I bet they're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the recap on that live of of your birthday. I say happy birthday on Instagram to you.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Oh my God.
I know.
Karen
I know. I didn't
doesn't
see it.
even know, even notice.
See, but eventually I see it about a year later, but I do see it. Yes, eventually.
Thursday, our time is
So I'll be getting my
about.
wish ready. I'll be getting my wish ready.
Scooter is speaking. How much for shipping on napkins? Really?
No,
You're
I
talking
already
about
sent you a
birthday.
request. Oh my goodness, Scooter, it's in your email, your PayPal. No, Scooter.
Jesus, Martha.
Scooter, go look at your PayPal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Can't you hold on, I can't believe she can't find the PayPal.
Sorry.
I'll tell you where it went to what email, okay? Without doxing you. Let me see. Okay. LMNW, I got yours. Let me see. I'll tell you. Mimi, I sent one to you. I'm going to click send a reminder. Casey Jones, I'm sending you a reminder. Peridot, I'm sending you a reminder. Snow Remover, Rough and Ready. Nicole Griffith says she only gets it when I send a reminder. Scooter, I'm sending you a reminder right now. It's going to your Comcast email, your Comcast one. Rough and Ready, you've got another one. Mike,
Happy birthday.
where is our Mike? Mike, I just sent you another request. Okay, Mike. Now, Dina, I sent you a request there. Dina, let's see, Carla and Debbie D. Mike was so worried about that. Then again, Kelly in Texas. Now, I don't know if you might have sent me something and you sent it without, see, I really need you guys to pay the request because when you don't, it gets really confusing, super confusing.
Yes.
Okay. So let me see. And, okay. Yeah, that's, Kelly, I think you paid here. Let me just see if this is for this.
Harley?
Yeah. So
Are
Kelly,
you going to celebrate your birthday on June and July? Like
oh yeah,
last year?
on the whole month of June and July.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
months.
Well, maybe I have to celebrate it from whenever I get my cake. I have to think of my birthday wish. I don't even know. Kelly in Texas, I think you're already taken care of. I thought I canceled your other thing, but to Scooter, I'm going to send you but it'd really be helpful if you paid the request directly because it's a different amount
Scooter
than
said,
what
don't
you said.
send it there, please. It takes too long for me to
Why?
get it in that one.
But that's the one you have. Martha, you
behave.
can't check your email? Why did you give me that one, Martha? Martha. Come on, Martha.
She's gonna be mad with me.
Oh my goodness, Martha.
Love you, Martha.
Martha. Okay, well, I sent it to you, Martha. And, yeah, a lot of people are testing positive. Would you believe that?
Yeah. Here too. the four uh, vaccine, for booster, for
Really? They had the fourth booster? Ah, I don't know. And then you know what? I hate to say it, but the gas prices now and all the prices, this summer, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? Oh my gosh, and what about the John Walsh stuff? Does anybody know about that?
No, Carolyn, what is it?
Oh my gosh. John Walsh's daughter says that her parents are abusive. You know who John Walsh is, right?
Yes, of course.
The one that lost
Yes.
boy.
Yes, and he and his wife divorced. She is going bonkers on Twitter after him. Who's heard this? Let me show you this. Oh my gosh.
I
Listen.
have no idea.
This is crazy.
Did you, Deborah?
No, I haven't heard of this.
Hold on, I've got to just make sure that's down.
Neither.
Okay, yeah. 1 second. Let me see. Where do I have this? I just saw that. I was looking at this earlier today. I was like, what? Megan Walsh, okay? She has a link right here to a petition right here, okay? A national outcry for Megan Walsh, the daughter of NCMEC founders John and Revy Walsh, America's most wanted host and founder of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. John Walsh is well known for the good deeds he's done throughout the year. After their son was killed, John and Revy Walsh became national advocates for missing children and founded the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Everything looks good on paper and in front of the camera, but what is going on behind closed doors? Apparently, the couple made false allegations to Florida's Child Protective Services against their daughter, Megan Walsh. Although the allegations were never proven to be true and Megan was never given due process, in 2021, the Walshes had the Florida Department of Children and Families remove Megan's children from her so they could adopt them. You'd think things couldn't get any worse, but they have. Megan recently had another child who is a little over a week old, and the Walshes repeated the same abuse tactics, used their name and power, and had the baby removed from Megan's home. This was after law enforcement sat outside her house all night spying on her. How much did John pay them, or was it the expense of the tax dollars? Either way, the actions of John and Revy Walsh are unacceptable. The fact that judges and others have supported this is not only unacceptable, but it's concerning. Sadly, Megan Walsh is one of many people that have been victimized by a system that's in place to support and protect. If your children were or are fraudulently taken away from you, we want you to know you're not alone. It's time that the country come together and stand up against these injustices faced by Megan Walsh and many other innocent families. And so she says she has the kids up at the Finger Lakes, which is upstate from me. And she is just, going crazy on here, saying that they took them, that this child walked away from the children's home of Northern Kentucky, now dead. This is happening across our country. John Walsh kidnaps his own granddaughter, a 5-day-old, using CPS and sends her to the foster system, where his center quotes 86% of children are trafficked from. He calls his daughter crazy and terrorizes her and the kids. Trying to adopt her other 3 kids by fraud. Sound crazy? It is. This is his daughter. Okay? A clearinghouse is a financial institution. So does this mean children are commodities? She is completely. I want to see if the chat knows anything about this. Do you know all this? Jeanette didn't follow this, but I know.
You know, but he was like the figure that protects, like the children being murdered, like in Gabby Petito's case.
Yeah, but she's saying that he's taken her children, and
yes, I'm reading.
She's also saying Governor Ron DeSantis is hand in hand with her father doing this stuff, and it goes on and on and on. It's she's going crazy. See, she's got a picture. I guess they're coming to get the baby here. Here they're taking the baby. John Walsh, we beg you to do the right thing. Bring your grandchildren back to their mother.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm a little confused. On what
Yeah, me
grounds
too.
is he saying
I'm
that?
confused too. I mean, I've been trying to follow this, but then I got into the trial, and I'm like, what's going on? But yeah, she's does anybody know Carolyn White is in PayPal charges?
That's why
No,
I
that's
will
excuse me,
manage
that's
the
not
trial
PayPal
of
doing it. It's the people that are doing it or not doing it. Friends and family, Chris Ray, which friends and family guys.
I was watching this Danielle's trial.
Yeah, she's here.
Saw a bit of the Amber Heard first interview that was the same of on the trial.
Oh, she said that he's called the laundries
Yeah,
out for their
stupid.
dirty laundry while he's just hiding his and
Yeah.
yeah.
So stupid. It's not worth it even to talk about it. Reading. But I saw this. Don't
Well, she
pay.
does say she is like a homeschooler, and I guess now she's grow your own food. I don't know. She said that. I don't know. Maybe they're not happy. I don't know. I don't know enough yet about it. I never said my
About
brother
the-
is alive or that my parents killed them. I have asked questions, and someone has come forward saying they are Adam. Why aren't my parents running to him instead of stealing my babies? Why isn't the public looking into this and protecting us? This needs to end. So, I mean, this is just going crazy. Here she is with the baby. Yesterday, my five-day-old baby was kidnapped by Indian River County and the Sheriff's Department. She's now in a foster home. Here she is with the baby.
Really, I don't know.
I mean, you would think that there'd have to be grounds that would be extreme to do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. She's again with the baby.
I think the baby thing was good propaganda for her. Good publicity for her.
Well, they really took her baby, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really took it. She was live, I guess, on TikTok.
I don't have TikTok, but Moo told me you got to get TikTok.
Our Moo told you that?
Yeah. Last time we chatted after a movie, she told me you got to get a TikTok account.
I wonder if she has a mental that she sounds. I don't know what is going on, but they've taken her children.
Maybe her children or grandchildren, or I don't know. But my nieces, all have TikTok accounts that I think they're all over their age.
Her baby's name is Esther. I never thought that name would come back. Bring back baby Esther, Jack, Arlo, and Eva. This is done. John Walsh.
Oh, wow.
Here's Indian River traffickers hunting for pregnant women, knocking on the doors for rumors about me, but my father and his attorney, they're stalking. I did not give them my address. So there's a lot of stuff here if anybody wants to go and figure it out. She's their daughter, Adam Walsh's sister.
Mm.
And
I don't want to have another app. I don't want to have TikTok.
I don't know if John Walsh has said anything about this or
Many people I'm reading admire him.
But it's on Twitter. Give your daughter her children back. You're sick. I'm just reading her words. Parents across the country are fighting. Here's them taking the baby again. So the baby was 5 days old and they took the baby. And she said because she was getting the baby medical care. And
Wow.
they took the baby.
He's not a figure. He's not a public figure over here, but I know over there in the U.S. He is.
I guess they took her, let's see, on
He
June
is.
3rd. What?
Is my question. He's really
What did you say?
a reliable public figure on the U.S.
Not. And Deborah, do you understand what? I didn't.
Josh, is
No.
here a public reliable figure?
Is who a reliable figure, her or him?
He.
Well,
Josh.
a lot of people think he is. Yeah. A lot of people think he is because he's.
What did you think, Carly?
I don't know. I mean, I always thought he was, but I don't know what's going on now.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I don't know what's going on with his daughter at all. So,
I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
I don't know. It seems like they took the baby on June 3rd. It looks like. There has to be a good reason. So many horrible parents. I don't know. All that glitters is not. He has many issues. Yeah, I don't know. Lucy, well, if anybody knows, that was just one thing that was crazy. She says he is using his power. She says he's acting like some. I heard her today on something. She said he's some mafia guy or something. He's acting like he's a big mafia boss or something, according to her, and within DeSantis and everybody he knows that's doing it. So go ahead, go get her for an interview, Linda. Set it up, all right? I'll delegate that part. You guys can go set up some interviews. What?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
He was so worried and talking with the parents.
Yeah,
And blah, blah, blah.
it's crazy. I looked at it today earlier and I was like, what the freak? I just forgot about it until I just was going through my tabs that I had open and
Me
saw
too.
the Twitter. But yeah, it's quite crazy.
It's like this guy in the UK. Forgot that it's not Pearson.
I wonder what is going on with her. I don't know.
Journalist.
She was saying that he has them in the Finger Lakes now. The 3 kids. I don't know where the baby is.
Pierce.
Pierce Morgan?
Yeah. He was today commenting about the Amber Heard interview.
Yeah.
And he was all about her.
Yeah, I know.
And I was, what? Really?
He was all for her?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He met his wife when she was 16 and he was 22. Makes him exactly what he accuses others of being. 16 and 22.
I don't matter about the age difference when you're an adult. I'm gonna be 49 on Friday.
Oh, really? Your birthday's in June too, right?
Yeah, Robbie the Box is 16 on Thursday.
Oh yeah, Kevin, have you right? I still don't know what that is. You'll have to fill me in on that.
What? I can't read without my glasses.
Oh,
Yeah, I can read them.
yeah, I would be beside myself too if somebody took my baby. I mean, it's crazy.
I couldn't be in your birthday party. This
You couldn't be in my
year.
birthday party? Why?
There was a birthday party.
Yeah, we had a birthday party, but there were a lot of people that weren't here. We'll have to do it again.
Sorry.
We should do a do-over
Yes.
with
because
of the cake. How's the cake coming, Jimmy?
It's done. I make the.
I saw that.
You're not going to do the icing
I
now,
saw-
right?
No.
Oh no. Okay, good.
I saw that today. You told the scooter,
I just wrapped it
you
up.
need a birthday cake. And the scooter is, why? I haven't had a
Yeah, I wrapped
birthday
it.
cake in
And,
20
it's
years or something.
Yeah.
And I was, what? Really?
Stacy M, thank you. Keep it up, she says. Thank you, Stacy M.
Thank you, Lee.
We can make
We're gonna have a party on Friday.
on Friday. We have to have a party. No, tomorrow. When's the cake gonna be ready? Tomorrow?
Oh,
Yes.
Rocky Box is Thursday.
Oh, tomorrow's
She
what?
stole another cake.
Oh, another cake. Thank you
She
for
stole
covering
something
this.
Thursday.
Which one? The Walsh, Stacy M, or what? I hope Todd and Julie Grizzly. Chrisley. Fry, Sassy Darcy says, shame on them, liars and fraudsters. Yeah.
Oh,
The Chrisleys from the reality show.
yeah.
Well, they're and then there was some there's Harmony Montgomery news or something, right?
Jeez.
They said, did they find her? Harmony Montgomery State.
I don't
They're
know.
searching the apartment. Let me see. It says they're searching where they once lived. They're focusing on the second floor apartment where Adam and Kayla Montgomery lived in 2021. Okay, so they haven't. Sources say that someone gave them new incredible information leading to the search. Yeah, but they haven't found anything yet, right? Not that they've said. But poor kid, yeah. I don't know. And
Yeah.
ex-wife
me
of
neither.
Microsoft executive shot dead in front of hot daughter. What? What is that about?
I can make Spanish. I translate in Google and it's potato omelette. You
What?
know? Pardon?
I heard potato omelet. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What did you make? A potato omelet?
Yeah, I'm a super chef doing that.
Oh, you're a super chef. Super
Doing
chef. Making a potato omelet.
Yes.
I've never heard of a potato omelet.
Oh,
Is it hash brown? What's a potato omelet? You have eggs in it?
no, it's the white potatoes
Yeah.
and onions. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe it's hash browns?
No,
Okay.
it's the white and not the yellow ones. The white potatoes.
The white potato. Okay. I don't know.
And I like
You should show it one time. Take a picture and put it on Instagram. Did you?
I do a tutorial.
Oh, you do a tutorial. Do an Instagram
My
story.
friend, the alcoholic, has a restaurant, a Peruvian restaurant mixed with Mediterranean recipes. So.
Nancy Brophy was sentenced today?
Yeah.
To life in prison on Monday. And several of Dan Brophy's family made statements before the sentencing saying, "The pain you have delivered to us is immeasurable. Your theft of a parent and grandfather for such selfish reasons is unforgivable," said Nathaniel Stillwater, Brophy's son, and Crampton Brophy's stepson. "You were to borrow from your catalog The Wrong Wife." One of her books was titled The Wrong Husband, and she also wrote essays years ago called How to Murder Your Husband. "We will never understand how you could decide that it was for your advantage to take the life of our son," said the mother, "that he did not deserve to live. You will never know our beautiful great-grandchildren, Dan's grandchildren. These children deserve to know and love him as we all have." So yes, she was sentenced to life in prison yesterday, excuse me. And what else happened? To sell Alex's assets. Murdoch family tried to sell Alex's assets without anyone noticing them. Vote against. Okay, monster beheads pregnant ex-girlfriends and throws her head in the dumpster. Oh my gosh. You're not laughing at that, are you? People are going to think you're laughing at that.
Laughing at what?
At what I said monster beheads pregnant ex-girlfriend and throws her head in the dumpster.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. Because they're going to think that you were. I don't want them to think that.
Sorry, no.
So no,
No.
Okay. 2 missing toddlers found dead in a pond. Ugh. So sad. Florida man. Video shows him dragging body out of his house. Wow.
Maybe do a tutorial of potato, not potato. Potato omelette tomorrow. Because it's my youngest sister's birthday tomorrow.
Is it?
And she said, yeah, she said bring how do you say appetizers. No, I'm not drinking, Tammy. I don't
think she heard what I was saying. Amber versus Depp, but she is too blasé. Doesn't seem to be battling for her life. Why? Are you talking about
that potato omelette?
No, she's talking about Danielle, I believe. Yeah, she seems very low key and out of it. I agree there. Oh gosh.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
No, I'm talking about Stacey M. Said that. But I am gonna really look at the cross tomorrow, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm drinking water.
She's drinking water.
Yeah, like every night. So.
And then we got on the subject, and I said, Alicia, don't check your email because then you will be drinking. Oh, okay. I don't know, Tammy. I thought you meant because. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'll watch. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I just read them. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
Anyway, it's almost 2 a.m. Well, it's almost 1:30, but I'm gonna go to bed because I oh my gosh, I had really crazy dreams last night. But okay, so but I went right to bed because I was so tired last night after reading that stuff. But yeah, just crazy stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for coming in. Who's dead? Wait, somebody's here. I don't know who this is. Who is this? Who's Deb?
Deb?
Who's Deb?
Yeah.
Is that Deb on the move? Is that Deb on the move? Oh, hi.
Yeah. My daughter signed me in because I'm driving.
Oh, where are you going? It's late.
Illinois.
You're driving up to Illinois?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Are you doing it all in one night?
yeah. Well,
How many hours?
it takes about 25.
Takes 25 hours and you're doing it all without stopping?
Wow.
Yeah.
How?
I do it all the time.
25 hours straight?
Yeah. Well, we ask for bathroom breaks and to let the dog out and to eat and stuff like that.
Can you be my driver? Can you be my driver?
Sure.
You're so funny, Carmen.
What's funny about it is that I used to, in my 20s and stuff, every time, I'd go on vacation, we'd drive somewhere, with my boyfriend. As soon as we hit the edge of town, I was asleep.
Oh my God.
Driving always put me to sleep back then.
Be careful.
But I want to chime in on this DCFS thing.
Oh, okay. John Walsh stuff?
Yeah. For one, there's no way, there's too many people that have to get the okay and stuff, besides the judge, and stuff, before it even gets that far to take away your kids. And when they do, if you have kids in care and like her 3 kids that he has now or whatever, if he hasn't adopted them, well, then she has an open case with DCFS.
Right.
And so any other baby that you have, they'll automatically take from the hospital. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. How she got away with it for 5 days, I don't know. But say John would have already adopted her 3 children, well then she would have been able to take that baby home and have a second chance on raising a child. But if she didn't have an open case, if the kids were already adopted, well then the case is closed. But
Right.
since he hasn't adopted them yet, that's why they took the baby. It doesn't mean that there was another incident to where she neglected that baby or whatever. They will automatically take the baby.
Oh, okay.
So she wouldn't have had, if she had an open case, which she would, even if they're in different states or whatever, if you have an open case.
Maybe she had a home birth because she's like really into maybe maybe that's why she said they took the baby when she got the baby medical care, because maybe that's when it went in the books that she had the baby.
Yeah, that could. Well, you would think it would be the hospice.
But I don't think she was at the hospital. I think maybe she had a home birth.
Oh. Okay.
And maybe she had to bring the baby to a doctor.
She probably had a home birth specifically for that reason, to keep that baby.
Yeah, because she said that, she did say in the interview that I heard that
if she knew anything about the system, that every state in the United States is hurting for money. And, way back when, 20, 30 years ago, you did anything wrong, they took your kids. That's not the way it is right now. No state wants to pay, all the medical bills, all the, it has to be something pretty damn serious for them to take your kids. If there's problems, like say there's cases where you know, like the mother hit the kid with a belt or something like that and left a mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even cases like that, or if a child was born, you know, with cocaine in their system. You know, I mean, they do everything to prevent taking the child into care because it's too expensive, you know. And especially if it's a child that has medical needs or if it's a teenager that has behavioral problems. If they go into a behavioral setting, you know, in a group home or whatever, you're talking, you know, sometimes $15,000 to $20,000 a month just for that kid, you know.
Yeah.
And
well, yeah, there's always two sides to every story, and then, you know, or three sides, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know anything about it. I haven't. Does it sound weird? Yeah. Does it? Do I think that maybe something? You know, there's always got to be another side there. So, you know, seeing what's going on, and I would like to find out.
When a child, when there's a report of abuse or neglect or whatever, within 24 hours, unless it's a dire emergency where they would have to go out right then, well then within 24 hours, an investigator has to show up at the house and do a report. Now the investigator's report has to go through, be approved by their supervisor to see whether, you know, it goes any further than that.
Mm-hmm.
And then every morning they have group meeting and talk about each case before the 9 o'clock court time. You know, because they usually start court at 9 o'clock.
Right.
Well, at least in Illinois they did. And I forget what they call those meetings and stuff. And then you have to have, you know, a prosecutor, you know, the supervisor can suggest that the kid goes into care. The prosecutor has to give the okay on it, and then the judge has to give the okay on it. I mean, there's way too many people that have to okay something before they remove a child. So for her to have her kids removed, it has nothing to do with who he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no freaking way and stuff, because for one, the department doesn't want to be sued. You know, and if they find out that there was a reason to do that, well then, you know, like if they did find out that all these people, you know, went with this because of John's name and everything, there's no way that, I mean, there's no way that these people are going to put their jobs on the line, their company on the line, you know, the judge, the county on the line, all this stuff just to do John a favor. Nobody's going to do that.
Right,
you know?
yeah. Yeah, I hear you. And I just want to give
I would like to see,
No, go ahead.
I would like to know why they went into care. You know, I'd love to read the report on that one. You know. And stuff, because when I used to work for DCFS, to do my part of my job, I used to have to read through all these cases and to find out the family dynamics and this and that, whether the state can get reimbursement for some of the money for the cost of the monthly care of the child. There's like this whole list of stuff that you have to double check, family income and this and that. Well, and who is in the household? Well, to find out who is in the household, you have to read all these reports. And at the time, you'd read these reports and you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And then, it turns out they do a safety plan,
Mhm.
and everything. And
You're rubber banding, Deb. You're rubber banding. You're rubber banding. You're a little
okay.
bit, but yeah, no, I appreciate you calling in and telling us. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'm sure others are, and then we can see. I mean, there's always, like I said, there's always another side to every story, and you got to get the facts. We believe that, right? So, the other.
I'm sure he'll come out and defend his name.
Oh, I'm sure he will. I haven't looked yet, but I haven't really looked into it much. But I'm just gonna see if anybody else knew. But yeah, we'll look into it. Okay, have a safe trip. Drive safely. Don't drive if you're tired.
Oh, I'm not. I'm wide awake.
And then I want to say to Mike, I sent you another request. I sent you an email. I tried to explain to you that what happened. Jimmy got behind on the packing, and then it's brakes, and all that. So I had a problem. Hold on, let me just. Okay. So I had a problem with that, Mike, and I hope that you understand. But I sent you the request, and I hope that you got it, okay? And that we're all good. I hope we're all good, Mike. I know you said you had to be out of town or something. I wasn't sure. All right? You said you're going to be out of town for a few days. It's okay. We're all good. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers for all that need them. Hello, Robbie Bob. Bye, everybody.